Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream. Come into the room, family. Let me check the volume. As I said, I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Come into the room, fam. I am glad that you are here today. We appreciate that you took time out of your daily schedule to come visit us, and we appreciate you. Family, we're going to get into it tonight, okay? Thank you so much. Come into the room. We're glad that you are here. First person in the room for this live chat is Farm Girl Rebel. Look, she has a picture up with the cowboy hat. Is that you or is that a stock photo? She say, pulling up a chair, getting my popcorn out. And then we have the next person that was in the room. Our sister was saying, evening. What she say? I don't know how to say that. Armory and H-Town. Now, was that in Spanish? I don't know how to say it. Sorry about that. Coasty's in the room, and we appreciate it. Y'all are chatting away, family. Let me catch up with the chat. Coasty say, hi, H-Town and the family. Then we got Coasty in here saying hi to Farm Girl. Farm Girl saying hi to you. Good to see you. Talking to Coasty. Then Benny's in the house, says hello, H-Town vet and the chat family. For those of you that are new to the channel or watching live or recorded, may not be chatting, we do acknowledge our chat members, so you are a very important part of this program, and those that don't chat. Form, they saying hi to each other. Then Betty says, H-Town, good evening. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I did. And everybody is speaking, family, and I enjoy that y'all are here. Y'all just chatting away tonight. That is me and my hubs. Oh, yeah, see, I got to blow up the screen because I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Oh, look at her. Got a real cowboy. Oh, Farm Girl, cute. Uh-oh, don't have your husband shooting it. You got to watch out when women always tell me, I'm old. Y'all something else. Now, Jay Oliver say, good evening, family. Say, evening, Jay. Told you I was Lily White. We got Crimson Alumni 4 in the house, fam. I am so excited about this live stream because we're about to get into it. We're going to break some things down. We're going to break some things open. We're not playing with this. You understand? We're going to talk about it like only a veteran can, like only a Southerner can. Well, I'm expressing it from my roots, okay? But all y'all are welcome. And I know y'all can break it down too. But I'm expressing it tonight. Let's get into this thing. Family, we so thankful. Now, for those that are new to the channel, you have to be subscribed for 5 days to participate in the chat. And so if you subscribe, I wouldn't be subscribing, unsubscribing. You probably will never be able to chat. And this is to keep down trolling issues, family. We got a brother Charleston in here. He says, hello, family. H-Town, of course. Respect. Hey, look at that picture. That's our farm girl and her husband. I think her name Lily. Messing with your farm girl. Here we go. Now, family, if this information is informative, please smash that like button. We really would appreciate it. We thank y'all for being here. We thank you for joining us, participating. And I mean, this chat is blowing up. And family, the channel is blowing up. You know, right now, we got a lot of subscribers. We're about 25% in to going toward 3,000 subscribers, family. Yes, indeed. So smash that like button. How is my sound? Put some speakers in the chat. If my sound is okay, if it's too low or too loud, let me know. Betty says 8 likes, 11 watching. Thank you. Family, we want to win those. So let us get into the topic, family. And the topic for tonight, we're going to talk about, so let's get on topic. Sound is good. The topic for tonight is super soldier syndrome. Now, H-Town came up with that. Huh? Super soldier syndrome. We're going to talk about it. Everywhere they go, they got to show their combat medals. Everywhere they go, they got to tell you where they were deployed at. Everywhere they go, they got to tell you they saved somebody in basic training. The grenade almost blew up, and I went over and jumped on top of the grenade and all this stuff. Even when we back on base in Fort Carson, Colorado, I invented a submarine that they used, the military took from me, and all this kind of stuff. War stories, war stories. And listen, when we're talking about super soldier syndrome, we're even talking about those that are combat veterans that are telling the real story, but they're kind of leading with it for reasons, and we're going to talk about it. The super soldier syndrome. You never heard of it before because H-Town came up with it. You ain't never heard nobody address this topic before. Let me ask you, have you ever heard of anybody else ever addressing this topic on YouTube, social media, about the super soldier syndromes? Those that got to tell you, I was a combat vet. Have you ever seen this addressed before? Head on. Put a Y in the chat if you have. Put an N in the chat if you have never heard of that. Let us know, fam. Because we're going to go in on this thing tonight. So Crimson Alumni 04 says no. Gary says yes. Let me know where you heard it at before. Probably not this terminology, but about other channels talking about it. Let us know. Now, Jay Oliver says no. No's for Termite says no. Discussion at all. Now, a few people might have discussed it because Gary said he heard of it before. So that's why I'm learning. We want to correct, okay? Now, they said hi to Gary. Farm Girl said no. Now, listen to what Charleston says, Charleston Zimmerman. Some congressmen have gotten caught getting Bronze Stars for valor, stolen valor. Oh, really? Could you please let me know who those congressmen are? I would love to know. Because I'll tell you something. They've had officers write their own write-ups for their medals. They weren't nowhere on the front line. Now, I'm not saying stuff didn't catch you in the middle and the enemy can't catch you, blindside you, but we've had, I know of somebody worked in what do you call it? He worked in like, what we call it? Something 4, 1 through 4. Admin is something 4. I forget what they call it, where they do all your work. He in there writing up his own stuff. This sergeant gave himself, I think, a bronze or a silver star. This dummy got outside the PC, which is not even a tank, and something happened. He got some shrapnel in his side and gave himself a Purple Heart. Coasting, because he wanted to be nosy. Say no. Then everybody's speaking. Now listen, Betty Bob say, no, Uncle Ozzie was retired and Marine. He was too pretty. Now I'm just talking, yeah. But my thing is, have you heard of, I ain't so much some people bragging on themselves, other people talking about this super soldier syndrome. That's what I meant. Hopefully I wasn't confusing. Everybody speaking. We got Ben Olive says evening family, and everybody else we just going through. Look at that beautiful picture of Ann Handsome, Betty, not Betty Boss, Farm Girl and her husband. Now, Governor Westmore in Maryland. Okay. Yeah, we hired him. Governor Westmore sabotaged our, he said he sabotaged our reparations because he had dual allegiance. He part Black American, but part something else. We still mad at him about that. Mart, good evening, family, fellow shipmates. Oh, yes, indeed. Let us know, Termites, I hope I'm saying it right, 54. Let us know your branch of service, and because, it could be either the Coast Guard or the Navy, and where you're currently living. No, Betty Bops, Congressman from South Carolina, Congress Lady Mays, wants him sanctioned. Oh, it's some rivalry going on. Tim Walz threatening very close to stolen valor. Threading very close. Oh, really? This is interesting, family. So say Army, Covington, Georgia. Let us know, family, everybody, so the new people can get acquainted with us if you don't mind. Y'all have done it before. Do this here for us, and we would appreciate it. Let us know. Let me see if I got it here. I don't see it on here. Hopefully I didn't delete it. Let us know let us know the state or your branch of service in the state or country you're living in right now. H-Town is Army, and I'm living in Texas. That's my home state I moved back to. Let us know. Now, let's talk about it. Everybody wants to be some kind of military hero. I don't get you say, I understand what Farm Girl, explain that better. I couldn't get you for U.S. Navy, Maryland. She's in Maryland. Betty Bops, Farm Girl Rebel, enlisted U.S. Air Force 1988, the same year I enlisted, live in Minnesota. Then Olive is Army, Alabama, and currently living in Alabama. Then we have Jay Oliver. Thank you for the information you sent me, brother. That's going to actually be a live stream. We're going to cover that. That's he gave me some good information on the salaries of these different VSOs. Thank you so much, brother. And thank Brother Charleston and Sister Betty Box for the information that you sent. We're going to try to get to it tonight. Jay Oliver says, Marine Reserves, then Air Force in Louisiana. Okay. Come on, family. So, family, the question is, why are highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability compensation? Why are they the ones speaking against it? Huh? You said I had short timer syndrome in the Navy. Is it like that? Uh, now, when I'm talking about these super soldiers trying to outshine other soldiers, not just people that talk about their combat experience. I ain't got no problem if people quiet about it or talk about it. I don't judge people for that. But if you're trying to center yourself and make yourself better than other people or other veterans, I got a problem with that. Because remember that y'all was saying last time, people talking about only combat veterans should get benefits. Just trying to divide veterans. Because what's going to happen, these idiots don't realize that if once they get rid of the non-combat veterans, they're going to take the combat veterans off. And it's just going to be congressmen and a few of their lackeys, and they're going to get Lieutenant Colonel Gay, they're going to cut him off after they use him, because when they through with their tools, they break them. Because he know the inside dirt, so they got to get rid of him. But he's so smart. Coastie say, Coast Guard, Massachusetts. Yes, indeed. Ain't nothing wrong. I had that short timer syndrome. So, family, we're going to talk about it. Why are highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability compensation when they're supposed to know the horrors of being in the military and combat and all of this? Why would they have a mind that's not sympathetic toward other veterans getting the things, the disability to make them whole? We're going to talk about it. H-Town, you're going to let me know whether you agree or disagree with me. Or you may feel that it's incorrect. Let me know what you feel. And if you think I'd missed something, let us know. Now, family, time out. Before we get to the points, we have to talk about why we're here. We got to talk about why we are here. What is the objective? We're going to tell you what the objective is. We're going to describe the strategy. And we're going to tell you about the actions, what we did sometime, and what success looks like to them. Then we're going to go into the points. One, in Congress, 18% of Congress is veterans, of roughly 1 out of 5. And 82% are not veterans. So my question is, why aren't the veterans, and some of them, if not most of them, are disabled veterans? Because I heard them say it. Now, I don't know what she said. She said, oh, I apologize. I definitely understand what you said. Okay, yeah. I didn't, because I just want you to clarify, because I didn't understand it. Because I say so much, I even forget the questions I asked. She said, oh, H-Town, I apologize. No need. I definitely understand what you said. What Uncle Ozzy said, soldiers who mentioned that they lied, they ran their mouths too much. Yeah. And even if they were in combat, they was hiding behind somebody else. And they probably just, freaked out. Now, understand something. Let me get something straight with you. Nobody doesn't know this pretty much but me. But the first time I was in combat, I kind of just stood there because we wasn't the ones engaging the enemy. We was kind of behind. I was sticking my head out the tank looking around like, wow. Within 3 feet from me, I saw a steel tank melting like butter. And I just froze. So I ain't gonna say froze. I wasn't froze. I was just looking around like it was a movie. And ammo was popping everywhere. And I just found that I had never seen nothing like that, not even on a movie. Whew, man. So I guess you could say that I kind of was a deer in headlights on that first, mission. So it happens to the best of us, even combat veterans. So, everything don't go the way you want it to when you in the military. Mistakes happen. We make mistakes. Now, Gary Walker says it comes from and is a part of that macho military way and stems from a military subculture. I like that word, military subculture, related to old school military indoctrination. suck it up, pain is weakness, never acknowledge need, etc. I'm sitting there telling you, nobody knew that first mission. We wasn't fighting, but I was kind of watching what was going on. I just heard it popping, and I looked outside, and I was just like, wow. The sergeant had to tell me to stick my head back in the tank. I just had never experienced nothing like that before. Family, thank y'all for coming in the room. Now, it's time being real with you. Okay, now, all I can tell you is war ain't pretty. I don't know why they try to dress it up. It ain't pretty. Whole bunch of friendly fire. Did you hear what I said? A whole bunch of friendly fire. Now, in unfortunate family, if somebody, you see rounds coming at you, regardless who's shooting it, everybody starts shooting back. And when one starts shooting, everybody's shooting. That's how it goes. Now, somebody tell me I'm a liar. Now, veteran party affiliation. So 65% of the veterans that are, it ain't but 18%, but 65% of those, we'll say 1 out of 5 of Congress, House and Senate are veterans. 65% is Republicans and 35% are Democrats. And you're right, the fog of war. If you want to see a real movie, and it wasn't about the United States, it was about All Quiet on the Western Front. The book, you need to see it because right when Hitler came into office, he started burning this Arthur book that was in World War I. I believe he's in World War I, and he wrote a book about World War I, All Quiet on the Western Front, nothing to hear here, about the horrors of war. And that's a powerful book. That's why, but Hitler them knew they was going to war. They didn't want people discouraged from doing it. They didn't want to see the ugly part. He had to get out of town the night before they burned all his stuff up because they looking for him. Now, see, they use sly language up there in Congress. Putting veterans first is the current VA disability system keeping its problems, keeping its promise. So basically what they're saying is I'm gonna put veterans first, so you let us go in here and change up this this system. But when they get through, veterans gonna be last. When they get through, they just want to be nice until you let them open up that door to get in there and change the system. So look at say, is the VA disability system keeping its promise? They not saying what they gonna do when they go in there. You got people like Lieutenant Colonel retired Gage speaking, and you act like what he's saying is gravy. You got this guy, I want to say, I forget his name, the Medal of Honor winner, Maryland. So here we go. Listen to what Brother Charles say. I get you, H-Town. If it was real, they wouldn't be so open talking about it. Drilling and play acting doesn't prepare for the real thing. I was scared in the Navy when we were attacked by Libya. Do you understand? Man, y'all don't understand. Out on them Navy ships, they get attacked by pirates, Libya, all kind of stuff going on, not even during wartime. And my brother was in when that Lebanon thing kicked off. All the Marines that was in that building. I was a child. That was hard on me. They was digging their fellow Marines out when that guy run that 5-ton or something like a 5-ton into the gate. The guard gate said the guy's eyes was glazed over. One MC said, "This ain't no effing drill." Wow. Man. So you watch that pretty language that they putting out there, family. But the target is, okay, we're going to talk about the target. what they ultimately want. They want that 100% permanent total scheduler rating. All right. They want all permanent ratings to go away. Remember, they're trying to get rid of TDIU. Remember at 67, they've considered that for years, decades. They don't want to be any static ratings, meaning not likely to improve over the rest of your life. They want you out on a job where it say no future exam schedule. They want you to have future exam schedule and get you up out the paint. Now look, under permanent total, you can work without any limits on employment or income. That's what bothers them. That some of the congressmen and congresswomen do not like the fact that not only do we get federal benefits, we get state benefits, exemptions off our house. They resent that. You understand? Because they don't get that. You understand? Now, all you got to do is be in Congress for 5 years and you can get $14,000 for the rest of your life. $14,000 a year. That may not sound like a lot. And they got some of them old, by 90-something years old. They get 150, 120,000 or so when they it's about a couple of them. When they retire, that's why they hanging out to the end, getting this $400,000-$500,000. They hanging out as long as they can. Some of them don't even know what their name is. Right? Remember, he stand up there frozen because they want that money. Now, family, the reason 100% is the target because 1 out of every 4 disabled veterans have 100% rating. Let me say that again. 1 out of every 4 disabled veterans have 100% rating. Whether that be IU, TDIU, temporary 100%, or 100% permanent total. And if they knock that out the way, it's going to be, with the raise coming up, that's going to be about $4,000 a month for just the veteran alone. But you get extra money for your dependents at 100%. And you get healthcare benefits and educational benefits that once you lose that 100% permanent total, your dependents won't get any more. They killing several birds with one stone. Huh? Because remember what the gentleman say, Ryan Galusky, he said that this is a perverse incentive. I like the word our brother said, perverse benefit for them to get Champ VA in Chapter 35, for you to get your military retirement and your full compensation at the same time. He gonna say, no, I was just talking about the offset. No, he mean the whole thing. Because it shouldn't even be an offset. Now let's talk, family. They want you to have nothing but VA healthcare. Okay? They want you to have the VA healthcare, but here's the problem. It's hit or miss. Look at the veteran unaliving themselves. The rate is high. Okay? Veterans are going to VA hospitals to end their own lives. Crying out. So this system, well, where it may be helping some is not, family. So we ain't gonna have no compensation where we can take that money and go out and see a doctor on our own. Huh? Some people use their VA disability. A couple of you said it in there. You use your VA disability to go pay for your own health care because you don't want to go to the VA or your other medical care through Social Security or your job. They don't want you to have no money. They just want you to have healthcare treatment. That's what all they talked about. Healthcare treatment. That you shouldn't get compensated. You shouldn't get compensated. They want to say you shouldn't get healthcare, but that's going to make them look too bad. They're going to come back and gut that later, where you're going to have worse healthcare than you ever had. So they want kind of all of us impoverished, where we're desperate and we're so focused on trying to survive, we ain't got time to be seeing what Congress and all these super soldiers are doing. So-called. Follow the money, family. The federal budget, when it comes to the federal budget, the VA is the 5th largest part of the federal budget, family. They want to gut that. They want to use that money for something else. Now, family, here we go. I told you H-Town was going to break it down tonight. We're going to pull the question back up so you'll understand what we're talking about. So the question is, why are highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability compensation? We're going to talk about it. We're going to make this full screen. So I may not be able to answer your questions right now so I can see it better. Number one reason why they're speaking against it as these highly decorated veterans. Number one, they are made famous by non-veterans. They don't need us to lift them up. Like we supporting each other, they don't need our support. They get acknowledgement outside of veterans. That's why they're so out of touch with veterans. Number two, they have a bigger microphone and people are inclined to listen to them. They're always telling their war stories because it impressed non-veterans. We don't sit up in here all day. We might talk about some things that happened to us. We're not trying to outdo each other with war stories. They don't want to come to us because it don't have the same magnitude as it does to somebody that don't know. They can pretty much tell them anything. Number three, economic opportunity and job over other veterans. So they can get economic opportunities and jobs that other veterans can't get like ourselves because of the medals they got, because of the stories they got. And one guy was going around from high school to high school talking about he was a combat veteran. He didn't even finish basic training. He got injured. Or he what do you call it? He couldn't finish because he couldn't adapt to the military. Did you hear me? So why, we ask the question again, so we're going to go to the rest of them. Why are highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability compensation? Number four, it gives them proximity to politicians and powerful individuals that don't want that money coming to us, want that money to go into who? In their pockets. They say, why pay all of these veterans when we could just get a few useful tools and puppets, put some money in their pocket and cut everybody else out? And unfortunately, some of these highly decorated combat veterans, or so-called, right, they're willing participants. Number six, super soldier syndrome, desire for greater recognition. They want to stand out among veterans to show that they are the cream of the crop. I'm better than the average veteran. Number seven, feelings of superiority and resentment toward veteran community. They resent us. You know why they resent us? Because their stories don't have the same effect. You hear me? When they talk to us, because we like, hey, why you talking over us? You know? And then they talk to me long enough, I'm going to know they fake. You tell me the war stories, I'm going to listen. Oh, what? So let me ask you this here. If you were in this situation, how did that take place? They're going to start stumbling and stammering. And I would be a fool to act like I know everything because I did it as a tanker. So what I look like telling somebody that was a medic or that was on a Navy ship out there in the Gulf, oh yeah, this is what y'all went through. I don't know. I know some of the common things, common experiences, but other than that, I think Brother Charleston of Betty Bob's told me, I didn't know that that y'all had people embedded with us, because I was wondering how they could be so accurate with their missiles. So they say, no, it was Navy people embedded with you. I learned something new because I knew Air Force was embedded because I saw their patches. But I just didn't, there's a lot of people, so I probably didn't see the Navy. They would have their patch on. It would be camoed, but I see their patch. Now, Gary say, and hello to H-Town and everybody. Yes, sir, Mr. Gary. They say hello to Gary. Now, let's get back to it. I'm going to make it full screen again. Family, H-Town came up with this. Uh-oh, I got to get that off the screen first. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get that off the screen. Because we just talking about why they speaking, why these highly decorated soldiers speaking against our benefits. We getting into this tonight. Let me get that up off the screen. So when I make it full, we'll be on it. H-Town came up with this. Now, so like I say, they feel themselves to be superior, because when you hear Lieutenant number 7, you hear Lieutenant Colonel Gade talk about us. He talk about us like we're like veteran trash. He even actually called it what? What did he say? Junk disabilities. Remember that? He wanted to call us junk, but that's a term he used on a daily basis. He slipped up. Oh, let me reword that. He told you how he really felt. Okay? Now, number 8, using personal status to attack and undermine other veterans. Hey, I'm a Medal of Honor winner, so I can attack you and you can't fight back. And undermine us, telling us what we don't need, and word and stuff, talking about you don't want to be a victim. They shouldn't reward pain. Yeah, they should. If you got pain and injuries, if you have inability to walk, it ain't just pain. They're making it sound like it's all in our head. Number 9, people believe heroic acts translate into moral compass, and it does not. Remember, Benedict Arnold did heroic acts, and he did not have a moral compass. He turned against his own country. One of the most decorated, one of the greatest war heroes we ever had. But they won't even say it. He was such a traitor. Be honest with you, the more the heroic acts, the greater the betrayal. You understand? You got to watch them, because people let their guard down when people say, I got the Medal of Honor. I got 3 Purple Hearts. I got a Bronze Star. I got an Army Achievement Medal. I got a Good Conduct Medal. Okay. Hopefully you still got that good conduct going on. Number 10, power has no value. I meant to put has. Power has no value if it can't be misused or abused. Remember, power don't mean nothing if you can't use it to exploit people. This is how these people think. You understand? Power in my mindset is you need to use it fairly and to help people. Protect yourself also. Oh boy, y'all, I'm sorry, fam. They probably think I'm anti-veteran, huh? Yes, he used the word junk, but tried to correct it too. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Farm Girl don't miss much. J. Oliver says fear can spur a heroic act. Yes. I'm gonna be honest with you, family. Can I be honest with you? I'll come up on the screen. I'm gonna just be honest with you here, okay? I was focused after that first time. I kind of froze. After that, I didn't freeze no more, and I did what I was supposed to do. But afterward, yeah, I cried a couple of times, about once or twice, because I was missing. I had a little sister that wasn't but 8 years old, 8, 9 years old, and I feared her not seeing me. My mother, my grandmother, my grandparents, my uncles, aunts. Man, I'm just only about 19, 20 years old. Can people understand? I'm just a person, nobody else. So I went to the back of the tank. I shed some tears. I'm like, man, this ain't why. Because when you're young, you feel like you're invincible. Then I started realizing people are not invincible. I didn't know. God. So I'm just being honest with y'all. You understand? Yeah, I was scared. So if anybody want to judge me, any of you super soldier, combat soldiers, go do what you got to do, man. I want to come back home. Shoot. Yeah, I was scared. So get over it. Get over it, man. Judge me if you want to. Yeah. Now she bringing it up. Listen to this here, Benedict Arnold. Now think about it. He ain't acknowledged here, other than at Saratoga. They got a monument to him. Won't even mention his name. He's such a traitor to this country. You understand? Saying to a soldier, fallen soldier that fought gallantly or something like that. Wouldn't even say Benedict Arnold. They didn't even mention his name, but he was the turning point of the American Revolution. Was Benedict Arnold winning that battle with his troops that were running away, and he encouraged them by getting in the front and start fighting the enemy with a flag in his hand. He got shot in the leg now, injured the leg, or he had a bayonet through his leg. But they saw that. They said, man, if this man can do this here, we can do it. But he'll never be remembered for it. Huh? Because of his heroic behavior, people got blind. And even George Washington was blind because the man had helped save the war. So he just couldn't see him betraying the country when he helped save the country. Huh? Remember, the greatest betrayers are people that's close to you. Remember, Batman's friend was Lex Luthor. Remember, Spider-Man's best friend is the Hobgoblin, the son of the Green Goblin. Did you hear what I said? Boy, y'all better listen to me when I'm talking. Now, I shouldn't be going in the comic, should I? Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, oh, she said, I read that you showed, Benedict wasn't treated very well by the British officers either, as they viewed him as a traitor. And they had to actually tell him that none of the British soldiers want to serve under you because they don't trust you. They had to tell him that, and that broke his heart. He had to live out his life over there. See, his wife was a loyalist. So those were Americans who wanted the British to rule over in the colonies. And she the one kind of convinced him, but he did his own thing. Can't blame her. Come on now. Now, listen, Lieutenant Dan is dangerous. I'm worried not many committee members actually made comments supporting disabled veterans. You know, I didn't think about that 54. Real talk. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Charleston say, Farm Girl, I call it super intelligence syndrome. Think it's the college boy think. I say boy, cause very few women act that way. Now, very few women act that way. Women tend to be level-headed for some reason. They tend to see things, you know. I don't know why, but I've noticed that. Women don't miss much. They're perceptive, you know, certain things. That's why I guess God has men and women here, because men can do certain things and women can see certain things. Sometimes we have blinders on. Betty Bob say we have 12 likes and 14 watching. Fam, boy, y'all really, let's get to it now. Fam, let's get on to this thing. Now we're going to go through these 10. Number one, we're going to talk about it. Let me get my, so now what I did was I do the banner so we'll remember the question. Number one was they are made famous by non-veterans. So that means we're not their target audience. Their target audience are those wealthy businessmen. Their target audience are Congress politicians and civilians that they can impress. They want to be the only one in the room. Now, go skydiving with that button. She said, smash that like button. Thank you, sister. Now, family, because where else you going to get this information? Huh? H-Town going to break it down. You know what it's all about. And we're going to keep it coming back with new information all the time. Let's talk about it. Let me get that off the screen. I'll be forgetting where everything else. They are made famous by non-veteran, like a celebrity. Huh? Medal of Honor winner, celebrity. 2 Purple Hearts, celebrity. Spokesperson. So we're not their audience, so they can say all kind of crazy stuff about us because it impresses their audience. They say what we don't need because it impresses the politicians, the businessmen that want more federal money. Did I just say it? The businessmen that want federal money, so if they cut the money that we get, the Jeff Bezos could get more federal contracts. Is that far-fetched, family? Is that far-fetched, family? That these businessmen, Jeff Bezos, that's his paper, the Washington Post, that did the hit piece on us. Is it possible that he has personal motivations and incentives for veterans to lose their VA disability compensation? Could it benefit him and others personally? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Number one, the target audience. See, it's who they plugged into. Okay? It's who they get their energy from. These super soldiers, they get back. They're just veterans like me and you. They got to go make it work. But they're trying to use what they got to get what they want. That's what we used to say in the hood. Huh? Use what you got to get what you want. So they got these medals, they're worthless, run around to other veterans. Look at my medal, look at my medal, look at my medal. Look at my scar, look at my scar. He said, well, I got scars too. No. They got to go to people that would impress. You notice everybody that tried to stand out, we had to block them. Because we're not trying to outdo each other. We are we don't minimize anybody's service here. They celebrities now. Oh, look, he brought it up. Speaking engagement, team building, individual survival skills, and self-awareness. They become experts, right? Celebrities. While the regular veteran, we just sitting back chilling. We're not even trying to get in the limelight. So my question is, if you okay with what you're doing, why you got to put our name in your mouth? Why you got to talk about our benefits when you already got what you want? You got the attention you want. Ain't nobody, you notice no veteran saying, hey, why they always on the news? Why they around politicians? We don't really care. Huh? Look, Farm Girl Rebel say, energy, government contracts, free stipends to Swiss Alps. Free trips to Swiss Alps. The list goes on. Oh, they get spoiled. Remember I brought that up. Not all, of course. There are some real stand-up guys and gals out there, but it's the ones that make the medals a lifestyle. So they make these medals a lifestyle. Make the medals a lifestyle. I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do that. Now listen what Brother Charles say. J. Oliver Shipmate, most sailor scars are from bar fights. Come on now. Same thing with the Army. We didn't ever like y'all guys anyway, man, because y'all coming there with a pocket full of money and you mess up the whole game. We'd already been tussling with the Marines and these crazy Air Force dudes. Y'all come up with a whole pocket full of money. Now the women looking at y'all. I can't stand. What can y'all just stay on the ship for a few more days? Why you got to come out like crazy people with a pocket full of money that messed up the whole game? Now the women following y'all. Tell me if I'm lying, Navy. Y'all know y'all do it. I'm not hating, of course. Now listen, Betty Bops says 100% Charleston. Yes, indeed. That's what people. Then Gate had the nerve to say service-connected vets are the ones identifying as disabled. We don't run around. Nobody goes around just saying, I'm a disabled vet, I'm a disabled vet. We say, well, I'm a veteran. We mostly say we're a veteran. Let's see what this crowds, microphones, and lights, and closed doors are a no-no. He laughing. Yes, indeed. I know about you, Navy. Y'all, they should not let y'all build up so much money or get it off when you get off the ship. Y'all shouldn't have access to all of it because that's not fair. Come on, ladies, drinks and all this, man. Go sit down somewhere, man. Come get this guy. And y'all are very uncooperative. We were able to work out deals with the Air Force guys, not with y'all. But I love y'all. I love the Navy. Love the Navy. Y'all are unreasonable. What is going on those ships? Now, look, for them, they have a stage temporary pass. They can go backstage, and that's really how it is. The people feel like they're looking at a celebrity. So they get to see them. The politicians are in awe, they think, but the politicians say, how can I use this sucker? That's what they saying. Huh? The billionaires saying, how can I use this sucker? The ones that you was talking about, come on now. I know, family. I know y'all right. I ain't gotta like it, but y'all right. And these guys and gals with these hotly medals, the women tend not to crash out when they get medals. They they have groupies, and some of them have male groupies. These guys. Farm Girl say, we had a contingent of Navy and Marines at Travis Air Force Base. Yes, bar fights went to many. They not cooperative. They just not. They don't. Navy people don't understand just having a conversation, man. If we mess up the bar fight, then they gonna kick us out. Ain't none of the women gonna want to talk to nobody because they can't, because they gonna get run out too. Try to get a Navy to understand that. They all right. Other than that, now you catch them somewhere else outside of a bar with some drinks, they're cool people. Some of the most chill people in the world. That's why I say, is this a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing? Listening Coast is this sailor here trying to justify it. Nowhere to spend money at sea. I know. Just don't let you have as much. Tell them they need it. Oh, look, he agreeing 100% Coasty. Okay. Now, do y'all believe that these Medal of Honor members, you say, was that Navy men or Navy women? Well, when I was in, I didn't see as many Navy women. Those were Navy men. The Navy women seem to be kind of chill. I don't know. Heck, we might be trying to holler at them. I did see them, but not at the bars. For some reason, I didn't see men at the bars. But the Navy women, hey, they women too, be trying to holler at them. But they can get rowdy too. I ain't crazy. They'll pop you in the eye, man. You got to watch it. You better watch what you say to a Navy woman. Oh, Lord. Do y'all just spend a whole bunch of time practice fighting on ships? Now, let me get back to this. No one ever tried to hit me. This is Farm Girl. I think they thought it would look bad, and then the person who did would end up getting pounded by his buddies. Yeah. I ain't really get too much confrontation with him. I was a cool guy, but just ain't no reading. And I was trying to keep these other guys, man, leave them alone. Let's just leave. Tap out. The Navy is here now. Put your surrender flag up. That's what I say. And see, they have special ceremonies for these Medal of Honor winners. This is the gentleman that's from Houston. He passed away from the information I gathered, and he was a Medal of Honor winner. And I think he was a VA Raider too. And some people, it doesn't go to head, but some people, they in these exclusive meetings and they're doing all of these ceremonies for them. and they'll be acknowledged by people that they never seen. This doesn't affect everybody, but I'm saying for some, apparently it does. And I'm not saying it affecting him. Now, I had an answer for the bar fight after 9 years in the military police. Police dogs and a smile. I hear you. Yeah, when you hear them dogs barking, I bet you straighten up. Yeah, because if you don't come in there with no dogs, y'all know how it is. The military police gonna have to fight too. Somebody might swing on them. LOL, Jay. Love it when the dogs show up. Wow. Y'all out of control. Military people out of control. Now, family, let us continue. See, it's like renewable energy. It's what's their energy source, and we are not their energy source. You know, for example, when it comes to renewable energy, they got wind, solar, wave power, tidal power, geothermal power, biomass, different forms, hydro power, but they're not getting their. We're not a source of their strength. Now we're a source of strength for each other, but for them, they are interacting with people that we don't get to interact with, people that will approach them. And you telling me if somebody approach you with a deal, say, listen, like they did with what's his name? Not, I want to say Cody, but not what's it? I know it's Meyer, the Medal of Honor winner. I forget his first name, but yeah. So they approach with deals and put a lot of money in their pocket. And we don't really make that kind of money in the military. Y'all know that. And some people go for it. Now, remember the source of energy, the source of where they get their money from, the people that back them up. They can't get the support from us that they get from others. You understand? Like we were saying, the source of energy could be the soil, the wind, the sun, or water itself. They looking for somebody, they looking for a sponsor. And they're using their military medals and the story behind those medals and ribbons, and they're marketing themselves. We know Lieutenant Colonel Gage, I won 2 Purple Hearts, 2 different times, you know. So they using this here where it's a lot of veterans have some type of Purple Heart, not all, but it's some with Purple Hearts and different things, you know, Army Achievement Medals and different things. But, you know, he's used that as something to market himself. And here's I can't say his name. What's his first name? Anybody remember? At least she say, my smoke and drink money was shopping money. Hey, I hear you. Now, like this gentleman, you know, he distinguished himself in combat, but then he turned around hollering about what we shouldn't get. Dakota is his name. Dakota Meyer. The one that was he was I think married or getting married to Sarah Palin's daughter, the one that had the baby out of wedlock. The baby mama, as they would say about us black people. So H-Town, the high rollers who are making policy need star power. Come on now. And guess what the star power is? A Medal of Honor winner. Guess what the star power is? You listening to me? Somebody that was a Navy SEAL. Guess what the star power is? Somebody with 2 Purple Hearts. They need the star power and they need a shield. So when anybody get attacked, they gonna take the straight. They gonna say, well, I was only taking advice from this Medal of Honor winner. I was only taking advice from this multiple Purple Hearts and other medals. Yes. I'm going to read it again. So H-Town, the high rollers are making policy need star power so they can So they need decorated sellouts to shield their gain. Checkmate. I want everybody to see what Charleston said. Sorry about that. This is what it is right here. They act as groupies toward these people to pump them up, just like a lot of these politicians don't like these guys, but they see them as useful tools. Some of them are fanboys, but on top of that, there's an exploitive component. You understand? And they sell out because some of them, it's sad, not all of them get money from it. Some of these guys, some of these soldiers just like the attention. Some of these military veterans just like the attention. That's currency to them. Did you hear what I just said? Now, Coastal say Dakota didn't make any sense about us. He wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to soften it up. Okay? He's not their heavy hitter yet. Understand? They getting people out there acting weird and wilding out. That's just to test the air to see how we respond. Did you hear what I said? They crashing out so that Congress, so that these big high rollers, these billionaires and these millionaires, they can see how we respond. They can cut off his Lieutenant Colonel Gates, retired. They can cut off his federal contracts tomorrow. Huh? Because he depended on them, so he gonna carry the water for boss, for massa. Now listen, J. Oliver says, like Sean Ryan for Dougie, all of them all of them have handlers. Did you hear what I said? Y'all told me last night about Dakota having a contract with the company that was selling what they call it, medical marijuana, probably. Guess what? When that contract went crazy, he wasn't getting what he thought, he'd rather hurt himself because he has no way to do anything on his own. Live the rest of his life. Look at me. I won the Medal of Honor. That don't do nothing in daily life. That's only if people can use that. Sean Ryan, former Navy SEAL. He ain't no veteran. He would refer to himself as former Navy SEAL. I used to blow stuff up, and that ain't the word he used. I used to blow blank up. I mean, these guys talk real cavalier. Sad, really. Yes, indeed. Now, brother Gary say H-Town shares relevant military history, which is a brick of quality in this house of truth. Come on now. No one else in these YouTube streets is keeping it real like this. I don't know no other way to be. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I must confess, Gary Walker, as a child, I would lie a lot. And my grandmother whooped that lie out of me. I didn't get many whoopings, but she would punish me, have me out there digging up the ground. Man, I used to love to lie. I can't do it no more. Thank you, Big Mama from heaven. Thank you for making me and my grandfather and my mother and my uncles making me the man I am. Thank you. Because I don't want the consequences. I just don't want that heat. They got on my case. And I love them for it. Man. And they love me. Man, you just never know how much. See what they want. You listen to me. They want a rubber stamp. They want to use these guys, these so-called highly decorated soldier combat veterans, as a rubber stamp to whatever policy that they want to pass on our benefits. What they got to do with our benefits? They sucking up special air that we don't. We're the average regular veteran. And because we won't divide ourselves with each other, and some of these people online talking about combat veterans are the only ones you get the disability, some of them ain't even veterans. They are fake. Those are fraudulent accounts. That's probably one of them expert trolls, Mr. Expert. And the reason he came to the channel, I want to tell y'all now. So they want you to put, he was threatened by the fact that I started this channel in the way I was speaking, because they make money off of us veterans when they work for the VA. So if we're talking about do for self, we need to look out for each other. That's going to cut into his money. Huh? Because he said he was one of them, what do you call it? A certified claim agent with the VA or something like that. Yeah. So that's why he had to crash out. All of them had to crash out. Some of them trolls that I blocked. You think if the VA, if one of these politicians come in, they wouldn't sell us out? First chance they get. Now, Charleston say, if I swore my mom would grab the bar soap so naturally, I went Navy. Oh, Lord. Yes. They wash your mouth out. Y'all don't know back in the day how it used to be. Gary, H-Town shares relevant military history. Oh, I read this one here, but yes, we want to make sure. I'm sorry, I had skipped to yours before. They want to they want these guys to rubber stamp whatever they say, whatever they do. They say, this expert here, they're combat veterans, they injured, so they said it should be this way. Boom, rubber stamp. Or these so-called highly decorated combat veterans are rubber stamping everything. Let's continue. Listen, by having these individuals, it gives them added values. So they can say, it's not us in Congress saying this. These are who? That's these wonderful people over here that sacrificed so much when they were in the military. So that gives them added value to what they want to do. Open up committees. You understand? It credentializes them, because if one senator comes up with a committee against veterans to change our benefits, they'll get attacked and voted out. But if they can use these guys as shields, that's how they did with the crime bill in 91. That 91 crime bill. They used black ministers, President Joe Biden and President Clinton. Matter of fact, Bill Clinton said, hey, it was the black preachers. They just used them as shields. Now they idiots, they can't say nothing now. They can't come around black people. When we had the protest during George Floyd, the preachers tried to come out, they got run off the block. We don't trust you. You're sellouts. You get federal funds. They get federal funds now. So most black men ain't going to church like that no more. Because it ain't like the Dr. Kings who was a minister before the federal government had their hands out giving them money to control them. You understand? Boy, y'all better listen to me. My mom was the same way. Yes, indeed. Y'all know what's up. Let's talk about it. Oh, check it out. And we are the source here. See, we are the source of energy for y'all. We're not getting it from Congress. We're doing our own thing. Y'all give me the energy I need to keep going. You know, what is a preacher with nowhere to preach? What is a doctor with no one to heal? The skills go to waste. Come on, let's talk about it. So we're a source, and y'all been thinking, we all been thinking of this, but we had nowhere to rally and come together. But we got that now, don't we? Number 2, family. Number 2. We talked about it, did we not? Having that bigger microphone, fam. Number two, these so-called highly decorated combat veterans, these super soldiers, I call them. These super soldiers have bigger microphones and people are inclined to listen to them because we can check them on their stuff if they say something out of line. The average civilian don't know or don't even care because they just want to be a groupie or they have some political exploitation that they're trying to do to them. Huh? People are inclined to listen. They come to us, whether we combat veterans or not. When we hear another veteran talk and they saying something that don't make sense, we know because we was in the military. Huh? They have a bigger microphone, fam. Let's talk about it. What happens with this bigger microphone? Ooh, they can grab their audience. Like they say, they can get speaking engagements. They can captivate people. Who's going to question them if they put that Medal of Honor ribbon around their neck? They put them Purple Hearts on them. Huh? They show them Army commendations, Army conduct, and the Navy Cross and different things like that, right? That airman, I forget what that airman medal is. I forgot how to see it. Thank you, H-Town, for breaking it down. True. So these become, that's why they talk in such religious language. Did you hear Gabe talking about morality and quoting the Bible? And this guy, Dakota, he talking in spiritual ways. This is to captivate people while they do their demon acts. You notice ain't nobody coming in and question me? Y'all know I have no problem with people questioning or disagreeing. But you can't give bad faith arguments. Explain. Is this your boy? Is this your man here? This your man putting down the average veteran because he thinks he's in an elevated position? Is this your guy that don't show respect to other veterans but sitting rubbing elbows with politicians, with what do you call it? What I call them individuals? Wealthy individuals. Huh? Big ballers, shot callers. And so when we see somebody that have sacrificed, we gonna show respect to that. You know what I'm saying? Whether they was in the military or not, we gonna feel a certain way. If they served their country, you know, man, you lost a limb. You know, I didn't lose no parts. You know, I left half my brain over in Desert Storm, but that they sacrificed the part of their body. I have to respect that. They got a story that I don't have, so I would never be insensitive to that. But that doesn't give anybody the right to downplay my experience or the experience of somebody that was in the military that didn't see the theater of combat that they did. We can't do that. Testimonials, family. You got to watch out with these guys that have testimonials. And I say guys because it's mainly guys they're using right now. Now listen to what Gary Walker says. Why do Marine, let me see. I can't, let me see. I got to pull you up where I can see the whole thing. This is from Gary Walker. Why do Marines hate Navy when they fall under the Department of Navy? I guess Marines hate everybody except other Marines. I don't know if they hate them. I know they were on the ship with Betty Bops in Charleston. Did they? Was it any kind of bad blood between y'all? I think they kind of psyched out, but I don't know. Now listen to this. That's a good question though. Now I love questions like that. Jay Oliver says, during recent presidential race, candidates used the Joe the Plumber icon to question policy on the common man. Did you hear that? Now, this same method is being shopped to take away our benefits. Remember, they had Joe the plumber talk to, I think, was it President President Obama when he was running? I'm the common man. So they not the common veteran though. They got book deals. See, they can't come to us unless they're already dirty. They wouldn't put them before us unless they had dirt on them. I want you to listen to me. Them politicians would not put them out there, because if they turned, they try to go against the politician. Politician would say, "Oh, this your war hero. Look at his full record. Oh, this your Medal of Honor winner. Look at the dirty stuff he did over here." They got the dirt on him. They'd never prop him up unless they could take him down. Did you hear what I just said? They said, "Oh, we'll play the game. You're the greatest. You're the greatest. Now go do my bidding out there like I want you to. Because I got this file over here that shows you wasn't that honorable." They might have to tap dance. Now, Charles said, Gary Walker, Marines don't hate sailors. They can't walk on. You say they on that boat because y'all know them sailors be on the boat. That's why I said, y'all, you a bit. He said they can't walk home. But watch out for the testimonials. Like I was saying earlier about your uncle. One of y'all was telling about your uncle. I think that was a Farm Girl Rebel. Yeah, you know, getting too much testimony. It's the fireside chats and all that. Watch for it. Number 3, that patriotism and that money. Now let's talk about it, family. Number 3, economic opportunity and job opportunities over veterans. Over other veterans. So if they get in there and get the rubbing elbows, slamming that can, that Medal of Honor around, you think they keep that thing in their pocket? You think Lieutenant Gage keep those 2 Purple Hearts in his pocket? Now, each branch, this is from Brother Jallo, each branch has its standards of excellence. We are the best at being the best at what our mission is, whatever each one of our mission is. See, because you got to understand something. We couldn't have made it if the Navy didn't control the coast. We could not have made it. I'm in the Army. If the Air Force didn't have air superiority, because they would have just picked us off in those tanks. Did you hear what I said? If the Air Force didn't have strategic strikes and everything. Some of the vehicles were already dismantled or destroyed by the time we got to it because of the Air Force. We couldn't have made it if the Marines hadn't went in first, set up everything, and went into some of these areas that we couldn't go in. In tanks, we can't go into little towns because we can't move our turret. We just sit in targets for what they call them things, those rocket launchers. We just sitting ducks. Ain't nothing we can do in the town. But those Marines are different. Too different for me. They'll go in there, come out. Then if they're told to go back in, they'll go back in. I don't know what they're learning on these on Marine training base, but I don't know, man. Go back, and they know I'm coming this time. So we thank all of branches of military. We thank all of you, but they special people, them doggone, and we thank you for what you do, for taking our tanks over there, Navy. Salute you, because y'all took our tanks over there. They were out at sea 3 or 4 months before we even got over there. So thank you, Navy. And thank you, Air Force, for setting up different things for us when we got there. Thank you. And thank you, Marines, for going to some of these they went and secured some of these other areas before we got there and after we got there. Thank you. Because you can't do but so much in a tank. You need ground troops to make sure everything else is okay. And thank all of you. And for the reserves, because there were a lot of reserves over there. I don't know if National Guard. I don't know for sure. Some of them told me they male and female that were from the reserves, and we lost a few with Scud missiles, and we know condolences to their family because they were doing their job, giving us supplies, and they were just sitting there playing cards. And some of those Scud missiles worked, some of them didn't, some of them wouldn't go off, but unfortunately on that day it did. And so I just want to let y'all know, the family members of them, we haven't forgot them. We thank you for all y'all did for us, giving us fuel, setting up bridges for us to cross. Thank you. That's why I say, man, people don't understand. It's a group effort. Now, how many times people recognize the reserves? And they was a critical part when we was over there, because they couldn't do a what they call it, a draft. So they just pulled in some of the reserve. So opportunities. So they get opportunities. Another reason why they highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability, because they getting money out of it. They getting contracts out of it. Am I lying? Come on, let's talk about it. The economics, it's bad times. A lot of them, their money ain't right. Huh? That was one of the Benedict Arnold's biggest things. He got paid more money as an active duty member of the military, but when he got injured, George Washington said, I can't have you going back out leading troops because you're injured. You know, he had a limp from then on, I think. He was hot about that. So he gave him a job at West Point, saying, okay, I'm going to help him out where he'll get the money he need, but he wanted to lead troops. Come on now. Gary Walker say, preach. We going to tell it. Family, we get into this. Another thing is the job opportunities. They want that easy walk, that easy life. Now, many of them, if you were that good when you was in the military, you go for a job, get you a job, work at it, like all the rest of us did. Many of us worked after the military. If you had to get a full-time job after the military, put the word work in the chat. After you got out the military, broken or not, put the word work. If you had to go to work, you had to find full-time employment after your military service, even though you're injured. H-Town had to go to work. Let me know if you had to go to work. Come on, family. Let me know if you had to go to work. Family, y'all think I'm playing? Hold on. H-Town had to go to work. Oh, you saying those medals I had, that didn't mean nothing? And I don't sit here and brag about them things. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. What good is going to do me if I got to feed myself? Work. J. Oliver had to go to work. Farm Girl had to go to work. Crimson Alumni 4 had to go to work. Betty Bops had to go to work. Y'all listen here. Termite 54, work. Coastie said, work. Listen what y'all say, work and face discrimination as a veteran. Come on, y'all be honest, fam. I got to be honest with you, family. I've faced racial discrimination in my life, but it was hell getting discriminated because I was a veteran. Every time I would submit my DD-214, because I thought that's what we had to do, they would deny me the job. I had to stop submitting my DD-214. I'm getting legal trouble. I hope I don't get in legal trouble. And that's the only way I got a job. They discriminate against us because they think we're going to go, mess up the place, crash out. I had to and still is. Come on now. Joseph, family, we working with these disabilities, but these two gentlemen, Mr. Cody M and Lieutenant Colonel Gade, retired, say we need work. We already worked. And some of us still working. Say what? What you say? What you did a question? I said again. Did you have to go work after you were in the military? After you all got out the military, did you have to go find a full-time job? And say work. If you missed something else, I said let me know and I'll explain to you. Jay Oliver say sorry about that, Charleston, because your war was so unpredicted. Yes, indeed. What you was going through, man. Being out of H-Town, telling it. Yeah. Being out of H-Town, telling it, yes, indeed. Yeah. Your war was so unappreciated, man. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't understand. That is combat when you sitting there having to fight and deal with these people in these gulfs. Man. So they looking for a job. But guess what they sliding out there? They're using their medals as their brand recognition. They think that's their brand. You know how celebrities and businesses have brand? This is what they're marketing. I am a Medal of Honor winner. If you get a contract with me, people will buy your stuff if you use me as your spokesperson. Come on now. How do you like Lieutenant Gates' brand? Do you like his brand? He making millions of dollars at his small disabled veteran-owned business, but he said don't call him a disabled veteran unless he's getting a grant or a federal what do they call it? A federal loan or something? I forget. Federal set-asides. Boy, hypocrites. Number 4, when they have these medals and these accolades, I'm a combat veteran, they get direct access to politicians and them big wigs. Huh, family? Let's talk about it. Their proximity to politicians and powerful individuals. This is another reason they sell us out and say we don't need VA disability, because they don't really need VA disability. They think they can live without it because these politicians are going to support them, or these multimillionaire and billionaires. Huh? Come on, family. Is it making sense? They keeping. Now the next thing, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. I'm gonna read this one, then we're gonna go to number 5. Let me see here. Charleston say, Jay Oliver, it wasn't a war. It was a college. As an electrician, I took a state civilian service points. But I thought you was in that y'all was dealing with stuff in that ocean over there. 103%. They had to interview me, but said we don't hire veterans at a state college. God, dog. They told you that? We don't hire veterans? What year was that, bruh? My Lord. Was that the 1920s? What the world? How backwards was that school? Has that ever happened to anybody else? Have you ever been told? Because shouldn't he been able to file a case against that? My Lord. Now, fam, let's get back to this. Keep me posted. Keep on chatting. Now, number 5. Check this out. Veterans are less likely to criticize a combat veteran. That's one reason they're using them to attack us, because in their mind, that if a highly decorated veteran criticizes or speak against VA disability compensation, that we'll be less likely to criticize them. Well, they didn't know H-Town had a channel. They didn't know the chat wasn't going for that. We'll criticize anybody because you speak on your own stuff, not me. You notice he ain't speaking. They ain't none of them speaking against this. They ain't speaking against their Medal of Honor. They ain't speaking against their Purple Heart. They ain't speaking against the disabled veteran business. None of that, because they benefit from that with their government contracts. 1981. Oh, Lord. I was 12 going on 13 years old. Sad to hear that. Charleston, was that Penn State or Temple? Oh, she know the area. So they think we're going to be silent because if somebody had some highly decorated soldier, Purple Heart, Good Conduct Medal, whatever it is, or tour of duty, that they get to speak for us now. We speaking up. Huh? They think we won't speak up. We're going to stay silent. Are y'all going to stay silent in here? Say you. Let's see here. Fam, let us continue. Yeah, they think we're going to stay silent because their captain that lost a body part, a limb, lost his leg. Are you going to stay silent, family? That's what they think. We just going to shut up. But guess what? When we got this guy speaking, it's all us. You're going to let one person speak for you. That's probably paid opposition. You speak, we listen. No, they want to talk and we just shut up and go along with it. We're not tolerating that. Nah, look at it. They want these so-called highly decorated veterans to bark orders to us. They can control the masses, but they don't speak for us. They not around us. How many of them come on our channel? Think about what I'm telling you here. How many of these so-called Dr. Gates talk to the average veteran? They went on CBDIB and Veteran Info tab, but talk to the average veteran? No. Some of them are just too used to veterans falling in line. Not going to happen. This is a new day and a new era. They thought we would be quiet because we got our benefits, some of us. But no, we got to make sure the younger guys are taken care of. We can't sell them out. And once they get through with them, they're going to attack us too. No, we're not tolerating. You're not going to put paid puppets, whether they're highly decorated veterans, whether they're Purple Heart winners. They have 10 Purple Hearts, okay? It don't matter. They're going to have to respect our service the way we respect theirs. Medal of Honor winners, you put your pants on the same way I do. You don't want me talking about being a disabled veteran all day. They say we shouldn't be professional disabled veterans. Well, stop being a professional Purple Heart winner. Stop being a professional Medal of Honor winner because you're becoming a professional at it. A professional underminer of us, those of you that are using those medals to attack us. Unacceptable. And I'm telling you it's unacceptable. And you're paid handlers. And those of you that are not like that, that are Medal of Honor winners, please speak up against this. Those of you that have Purple Hearts, that have veteran small business that's disabled, please speak up against this. I don't mind veterans getting federal contracts. Just don't use it to take a dump on us. Huh? Now, listen what our brothers say. Brother Charles say, damage from Vietnam era, colleges back then were anti-military. Yeah, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, I figured that's what it was. Now, family, listen here. Brother Gary Walker says this. As we learned in the military service, it was often very political, and political fallout affected our experience in ways known and unknown. Yes, indeed. Some of this stuff is in our subconscious. Now, I don't guess what'll ever change. That'll ever change. Probably not. But guess what we're gonna do? We're not gonna stand for it. We're not gonna stand for nobody speaking for us that are not our true representatives. And we don't need no leaders as veterans. The code is the leader. We are the leader. Ain't no one person speaking for us. We speak as a group, as a force, and what's in our best interest. Number 6. Come on now, let's talk about it. Everybody's trying to get it, but they got it, right? Number 6, super soldier syndrome, desire for greater recognition. They want to have greater recognition over us. So if we walk in the room as veterans, they walk in the room as veterans, they're going to say, I'm a Medal of Honor winner. I won the Silver Star. I have the Meritorious Service. I have the Navy Cross. I have the Airman Medal. I forget the name of. Yes, see, they want to stand out and separate from us. The super soldier syndrome, desire for greater recognition, to set themselves apart from the typical or average veteran. And I know no veteran service is average. I'm just talking about us in general. Whew, family, this heavy, ain't it? This heavy, ain't it? I told you I come up with this. I want to make sure it was right. Yeah, that's another reason they want to get help. That's why they complicit in helping these people try to undermine us, take our benefits. Let's talk about it. They want personal recognition. Ain't nothing wrong with some acknowledgement now. If you do something good and you serve your country and you won any award and you didn't win it, some veterans deserve medals that didn't get it. If you serve your country and you got an honorable discharge, you still should be recognized. Some of those that got a dishonorable discharge, but had served good until something happened, thank you for the positive service. And some people got a dishonorable discharge unfairly. They may have been having PTSD and not getting assistance with it. But we thank everybody that's sacrificing joining. However, but if you got to walk around, look at me. I got a Bronze Star. I got a Silver Star. Look at me. Look at me. Huh? Well, best dad of the year, that would be me. I won about 3 years in a row. Oh, you say you want documentation that I did that? Don't worry about all that. Just stop hating. Just take my word for it. Like they want us to take their words that they had all these so-called commendations. Number 7. Oh, Lord. Here we go with the super soldier syndrome. Family, can we talk? Number 7. Tell me if you think H-Town is wrong on this one. I need your critique or criticism. Number 7. They undermine us getting our benefits, these highly decorated combat veterans, because of feelings of superiority and resentment toward the veteran community. Do you think they resent us? Because I think they resent us because of the way they attack us. They come out of the blue. We're not even talking. I didn't even know this guy, Dakota, I didn't know nothing about him other than that time. I didn't know who he was until y'all told me he was the one that was going to marry Sarah Palin's daughter. I didn't know nothing about this guy. I heard, okay, this guy, this Dakota guy. I ain't know Lieutenant Colonel retired Gade was until they started opening their mouth. Feelings of superiority and resentment toward veterans. So remember what the question is. Why are highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability compensation? I say it's because on the 7th reason, they feel superior to us and they have resentment toward the veteran community. What do you say? Now I'm gonna do this section here. Then I'm gonna read our questions. They feel that some of them feel, the ones that are attacking us feel that they're separate from us. They feel that they're superior to us, that they're in an elevated position. Huh? Gary say work. Let me see what I got here. Say, listen, Charles say, sorry to pop everyone. Thank you for your service from civilians. Okay. So Gary had to work. Betty Bob say 16 likes and 16 watching. Thank you, family, so much for supporting us. And we're not here to pick on any veterans, whether you were special forces, a ranger. We love all of you. However, do not use your status to attack us, because we will drag you just like we drag anybody else. We don't put veterans in categories. No, that don't work here. And like we said, the resentment, the hatred toward us. Because why, out of all people, they bringing us up? Number 8, family. Let's talk about it. Trying to separate us. What are they trying to separate us from, family? They're using personal status to attack and undermine other veterans. That's what these so-called highly decorated combat veterans are doing. They're using their personal status, to undermine us, to keep us from our benefits, to make sure these politicians help us lose our benefits. They willing to throw us under the bus. So what kind of gallant behavior did they engage in the military? Because I'm confused. They supposed to do these heroic things, but you attacking veterans? That's got me questioning things. That don't add up, does it? Why would you use your personal status to attack us when you say you were in the military, you were trying to save our lives? And to undermine other veterans, keep us from our benefits. We're not going to tolerate it. Farm Girl says, I think they are rubbing elbows with the DC elite, and we all know how they feel about us peasants. Yes, I think that changes a person when you start hanging out with such people. Because the first thing they do is elevate them. They praise them. They use the praise to set them apart. You understand what I'm saying? I told y'all they used to do that in slavery. They'll take one Negro, feed him a little better, give him a cup of dirty water, less dirt in it. The bacon wouldn't be rotten as much, but it still be rotten. And they'd give him an old dusty coat and put on him and give him a top hat and tell him you over all these other slaves. Come on now. That's what they doing with these guys. Oh, you went through a lot in the military. Your service is so distinguished. Why can't other veterans act like you? That's when they should stand up and say, you know what? I'm no different than the other veterans. I just happen to be in a unique situation where I made certain sacrifices that are acknowledged, but that doesn't make me better than any other veterans. Do you think Lieutenant Colonel Gade would ever say that and really mean it? Great statement, Farm Girl Rebel. Jay Oliver says this: Specialist Johnson, that was wounded and held as a POW for 23 days, was not picked to speak. She has a Purple Heart. Now listen, a Bronze Star, and belongs to a VSO with compensation. But they would, hold on. You talking about to hell and back. I give special respect to POWs, and I got to be honest with you. If they kind of crashing out, I give them a little more leeway because I don't know what they went through. I never was a prisoner of war. So it could affect your mind. I say, well, no, we're not going to go with that. But They wouldn't let her speak. So they really don't respect the medals. It depends on who's wearing the medals. Huh? So it depends. So she's a female, she's wearing the medals. It don't matter unless you want to do they bidding now. Jay Oliver says, Shaw said, Jay Oliver, that's called stack deck, that Senate hearing. Yes, at the Senate hearing. And that's it, man. Family, y'all connecting the dots. You know people are watching this and watching y'all what y'all put in the chat and how they're learning from this, family. Y'all got the views are up because of y'all. And I thank you. And our interaction, family. We on number 8 and we doing this thing. Let's talk about it. Trying to separate us from our benefits, undermine us. Targeted audience is not us. They're catering to non-veterans. They're catering to politicians and to the high rollers that could give them a sponsored deal with their company. Shout out Dakota. Remember he said when he lost that, he almost took his life, fam. They said, why bring that up? He showed bringing up our VA disability and tribute. He said we shouldn't live in pain. So do you think his pain had something to do with him getting that contract? And I think they just trying to attack us. They looking for the right way to do a blitz attack on us. I love bobcats. I want to raise one as my own cat. I love cats, but I think they too wild. They might try to eat me. Did y'all know that bobcats hunt deer? Man, I like them though. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I wish I had one of the wild dogs of Africa, but I can't have them illegally. When y'all find out that H-Town got ate up, I said I was trying to trade him. My last words. Oh, I love wild dogs. And the ridicule, they despise, they just want to ridicule us without us having to say, fam, come on now. See, listen, these politics, this is power, corruption. It's legal because they're trying to change the VA laws. They're trying to change society's attitude toward us. And they want to change the way the military work. Why? So that they don't have to give out no VA benefits, because there's going to be a lot of disabled veterans at younger ages now, and they're starting to be, because many of us got our benefits way afterward. We work first, remember? But they're going to, some of these young veterans, we've paved the way. We sacrificed and didn't have for them to get it, huh? I want to ask you a question, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you think younger veterans should support VSO organizations? Some of us don't go to them. What do you think about that? Because the organizations historically have done things to help veterans. Are we going to allow them to crumble and have to beg the government for assistance so they can pay some of their top brass? That Ryan Goloski guy, $200,000. He making more now. But Jay Oliver showed me. My Lord. He making a lot of money now. About $250,000 or $60,000 a year now. Number 9. And I want to know what y'all think of this here, family. I want you to listen here. See, I started putting up the banner so we have the questions with it. People believe that heroic acts translate into moral compass. Let me know your answer to the question. Does heroic acts translate into having a moral compass? Does a veteran that does a moral act, does a heroic act to save people's lives, does that equals a moral compass? Yes or no? Let us know how you feel about that, family. And let me go get some water. I ain't bring my water with me. Okay, family, thank you for your patience. Because that's what's confusing people. They think, well, somebody do something heroic, they got to have a high moral standard, right? Now listen to Charleston. Moral compass is instilled in you as a child, not as an adult. Woo. Wow. That's real talk. I can't speak against that. But I want to know your argument. So Sandra Johnson was given an honorable medical discharge. Okay, honorable medical discharge. She was a culinary specialist and her convoy was attacked. She wrote a book, One Wrong Turn. I'm going to look her up because we got to start on in female veterans too. Because when I was over in Desert Storm, a female veteran got she was a prisoner of war, her and another man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Turn my, yes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes they have a moral compass, but it's not, can use that as a gauge. Okay. Genghis Khan was considered fearless, but he murdered entire villages. So no. Okay. Now that's a good argument too. I'm agreeing with both of y'all. Wow, y'all, that's some heavy stuff that y'all said. Wow. Both of you, yeah. Some say it's instilled from childhood. Others say sometime yes, sometime no. I think all y'all right. Wow. Y'all making some heavy arguments. Let's continue. Let me ask you this here. Do you think Lieutenant Colonel Gade has a moral compass? Put Gade in the chat, Gade, because he may have one. He talks a lot of religion. Do you think that Dakota has a compass? Because he says some positive stuff, it seems like. I don't agree with everything he says, but what do you think? Do they have moral compasses? They always say heroic are not tied morals consistently. Yes, morals are consistent, but heroic acts happen here and there. Now I'm about to get heavy with y'all. Y'all, family, I'm about to get heavy with you. Let me come up on the screen. Now listen. You know who else did heroic acts? And I'm not equating military members to this person, Ted Bundy. The year he became a prolific serial killer, he saved somebody from drowning. He did 3 things, but I remember 2. He saved somebody from drowning. He stopped somebody trying to steal a woman's purse, and he did something else. But he still was a serial killer in the same year. Now, listen what he say. I don't think he is a murderer, but he is a smooth talking snake looking out for himself. I hear you, sister. You know. Oh boy, our man here. Does he have a moral compass, family? Does he have a moral compass? We're talking Daniel Gage, Lieutenant Colonel retired. Listen to what he said. I gotta repeat this forever. He says, quote, when he talked to Veteran Info Tab and Sib Dib, their YouTube channel, go over there and watch the full video. They got it up. I don't know if I can organize my life around the disability identity. I quoted him. But look, what's his business? He organized it around his business. He couldn't wait to tell him he was a disabled veteran. He told him before he became the CEO. Listen what it says. Interviews will soon be, because I think he became the CEO. He bought the business some kind of way, or at least 51% owner, or him of a group of veterans, or 51% owner. That's the only way to get the so-called small business loan. Listen what they said up here when this was about a year or so ago. I forget how long ago it was. I couldn't totally verify, to be honest. Interviews will soon be certified as a service disabled veteran owned small business. And we look forward to continuing our exceptional service to our customers around the globe. Let me see. Now, Charleston say, as a past chat said, the devil knew the Bible. So did Charles Manson. Yes, he did. So did Jim Jones, the man that took them people over to Guyana in South America. And I'm about to blow your mind. He was an atheist, but a preacher. Self-proclaimed atheist. Now, Jay Oliver says, when I was on the Marines high moral, when I was on the Marines, or in the Marines, high morals wasn't always on the moral high ground. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Farm Girl Rebel says, I can't say if he has a moral compass or not. I can't make that call, but I question if his moral compass points true north. Whoo! Does his moral compass point true north? Now, listen, Betty Bob said, Gabe quoted the Bible and 69% of it was wrong information, and he fumbled even the simplest parts of the Bible. Ain't that sad? I saw he quoted a lot of stuff. Now, Josie says, Charleston, I love that made me laugh. He always makes us laugh. Everybody show how to Josie. He been in here for a while. They've been here for a while. Let us continue. I think they're using both of these guys as a crash dummy. I don't like to see any veteran exploited, but when you're a willing participant for whatever it is, fame, greed, or you feel yourself to be superior over other veterans, you out there on your own, partner, because when you're spending the money, you ain't sharing none of it with us. Now listen to what they say. Betty say moral compass for them was in the right place at the right time. Come on now. They saying hello, Jay. Everybody speaking. Even Josie. Yes, indeed. Josie been around a while, fam. Always cool. Number 10, family. What's number 10? Let's talk about it. Fam, what's number? We here. We outside. Power has no value if it can't be misused or abused. A lot of people feel that way. That's why they feel like, you know what? I got power, even though it's given to me by Congress or these businessmen, or by the fact that I have something that most veterans don't have. It could be a Bronze Star, or it could be a Silver Star, it could be a Purple Heart, or a Medal of Honor. So they feel like they got a superior because they get attention we don't. Yes, indeed. Let me go back to that. Oh, I ain't put that up. There you go. Power has no value if it can't be misused or abused. And when people have it, they like to misuse it because they think they can't be touched by us. You understand? These guys talking like that because they didn't think they could be touched. You saw how quick that Lieutenant Colonel Gade got online when they started clapping back at him. He didn't like how it made him feel. He was sassy on that stand when he's talking to Congress, but when he started getting drugged, and he probably lost some people at his employment place that didn't want to work for him no more. Because they said, hold on, if you treat me like that, I wouldn't be surprised. Listen to me. Are you listening to me? When he talked that way about disabled veterans, the people that work for him could say, if you feel, because he say he got people with 100% work for him, right? Disabled veterans work for him. If he feel like that about disabled veterans, how he feel about me and I'm working for him? If he ever try to fire them, I want y'all to listen to me. If he ever try to fire them, they can use that Senate thing to say that he discriminated against them because they were disabled veterans. And he feel like we shouldn't get our disability and work. He's opening himself up. Am I right or wrong? Talk to me. Huh? Come on now. Here, they want to be they want absolute power. They want to be the only chess piece on the board. They want to be the center of attention. They're going to do what the Republicans are doing right now. They're eating at each other. That's why I told everybody, I say, black folks, stop sweating. Let them get in there. They saying they going to do this to us and they going to do this to... Let them, they going to eat each other because we good. Let them send stuff into D.C. They ain't bothering nobody. They start bothering military people, start bothering people. It's going to look bad when people start getting taken out. They're going to shut that down real quick, so that didn't happen. And ain't nobody deporting no black Americans. We are citizens here, so they need to stop telling that lie. So just chill. So we going to let these people... Now, we got to call these people out, but we got to let these so-called veteran spokesmen, they going to start attacking each other, fam. They think we stupid. I'm not an idiot. I just play one on television, okay? Now, let's see what you got here. Gary Walker says, jerks exist during service. They also exist as retired and prior service veterans. Real talk. Facts. Josie said, give me a second. Yes, I'm back. I had to get my family to close the door. Y'all wouldn't be able to hear him, but I'd be ear hustling. I'm nosy. Listen. Josie says, top of the day to Charleston and Betty. Now, what's that? Mouth of Sauron. What is that? Tell me what that is. Y'all be giving me some deep words. Now, listen to Brother Charleston. He says, right, H-Town, Lieutenant Colonel better get a good lawyer on retainer, mouthpiece. Now, look why I'm telling y'all the truth. Now, I won't tell y'all why I'm telling you the truth. I pay attention. Retainer, mouthpiece. I'm dead over here. He do need a retainer in his mouth. Oh, I missed that. Retainer, mouthpiece. You out of control, Charleston. Charleston, I need you to stand down, Sailor. Sailor, I need you to stand down. From Lord of the Rings. Okay. Yes, Martha Sauron. Okay. I love Lord of the Rings. I knew that sounded familiar. Oh, Joseph, I'm dead over here. This man out of control. Listen. Y'all gotta understand something. I don't know if y'all heard of Steph Curry. He's a very talented basketball player. 3-point, I think he's gonna break the record if he hadn't broke it already with 3-point. His wife wants so much attention. She talking about everybody shows attention to my husband, but they don't show attention to me. Huh? And men don't flirt with me. I hadn't had a man flirt with me in 10 years. Now listen now. She disrespected her husband. Guess what happened? Tekashi 6ix9ine, he said, oh yeah. They say, you ever mess with a famous woman? He said, yeah, Ayesha Curry, and started laughing. He said, he came back and said it was a joke. But the fact that she put herself out there, she opened up the doors. What am I saying? Watch what come out your mouth. All the garbage that he said, his employees would have to say, he discriminated against me as a disabled veteran because he feel like that we are, what's the word? He said we shouldn't get compensated. So he didn't give me a promotion because he didn't want me getting my disability and my employment. You better watch out. These fools, you think Congress gonna save him then? They might cut his contract, his government contract. Okay, I behave. You ain't gotta behave. You keep up, keep it up. I'm just talking trash. Farm girl said, Charleston, be kind, but don't behave. Yeah, be kind, don't behave. You can. I like that. Oh man, that's witty, man. You real witty. Now let's see what we got going on here, family. That's why I say be on code. When we have these off-code people, they're gonna start having a circle of firing squad against each other, and then they're gonna be coming back. Now, oh, y'all ain't gonna like this. These off-code bootlicks, these super soldiers, syndrome guys, they gonna be coming back talking about, hey y'all, I was back there talking to the politicians and these what they call them, what I call them. Give me a second. What did I call them? Powerful individuals. I've been talking for us. I was just saying that out loud, but behind the scenes, I was working on y'all behalf. What do y'all say to that? If they come back and want to be accepted in the family, Dakota, the Medal of Honor winner, Dakota Myers, or Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Gade, retired, would you let them back into the veteran family? Do we give them a second chance, fam? Let us know. Can they be redeemed? LT Gade is 7 interviews from a labor charge. Do y'all see, family? I didn't want to put it out there because I wasn't trying to hate on him, but family, it's on federal record. His disdain for veterans. This idiot didn't even talk to his lawyers before he started. Think about that. I think it was Farm Girl Rebel told me that he has disabled veterans working for him. Do you realize he's opening himself up to be prosecuted? to be, I mean, not prosecuted, but to be have lawsuits against him because the law say you cannot discriminate against disabled veterans. And when he's trivializing, they can say he's creating a hostile work environment. And guess what they would use as evidence? His testimony before the Senate. Ain't nobody thinking that. Ain't nobody told you that, did they? Come on now. It just came to my brain. Oh boy, y'all too much. What y'all? Why y'all talking? And I gotta keep asking, family. Please send me a video. Send me a flyer, a news article. Has anybody seen Dougie? Where is Pastor Dougie? Somebody tell me. Somebody let me know. Where is Dougie? Come on, family. Now you coming here to H-Town. See, I don't buy no views. Let's get something straight here. See, I don't buy views. What view count you see, that's what I got. I don't clickbait to get views, no. Now Charles say, gee, all that money spent by the U.S. Department of Labor about hiring a vet, wasted funding, now by Lieutenant Gade, one testimony. That can be used by any lawyer. And they would say that the Senate condoned it, did not push back. Only what's our veteran sister? What's her name? Is Gabby? What's her name? She was a war veteran. Her helicopter got shot down. What's her name? She spoke up for us. Oh, Dougie is Doug Collins, the Secretary of the VA. Sorry about that. That's a term that Charleston came up with and coined. Called him Dougie. Oh boy. Crimson says those men felt like they are the head of the family in their minds. They're superior. EI super. Thus I call them the super soldiers. Huh? Come on, family. Come on, can we talk about it, fam? Fam, I'm gonna get back. I gotta show you the image though. Can I show you the image? Whenever they want some attention, bam, they break it out. Look what I got. Look at my accomplishment. Let me tell you something. If you're trying to talk to women, you can't be popping out medals all day. You gotta go talk to a woman. Huh? You better have a mouthpiece. Yeah. Okay, you're a war hero. What about them benefits? What you got going on? Butter biscuits. You know what's up. Tap dancing for them butter biscuits. Tammy. Okay, her name Tammy. All right. Yes, indeed. Y'all, I'm having fun. I sent you something on Doug 4 weeks ago, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look. I'm sorry if I missed it. Tammy Duckworth, that's her name. Yes, indeed. She's standing up for us. And we should make sure she stay in office. That's somebody working on my behalf. Huh? Come on now. And he said, I wish she would have stayed. We could have had a back and forth. He ain't on her level. Gade ain't on her level. I got way more respect for her. Family, they got the super soldier syndrome. I hope I broke it down tonight. Come on now, fam. I want to know. Have anybody seen the Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins, lately? Where has he been standing up for us? I know he might have been around. Huh? Dougie, are you scared? Don't be scared. Family, what we need, listen. And for those of you that are out there and they're trying to position you against us as veterans, and in particular, their goal of being getting you to use your credentials to as combat veterans, highly decorated veterans, high-ranking veterans. They might try high-ranking veterans next to speak against our disability. You need to get on code with us. Instead of communicating against us, you need to use the power of communication, to show us respect, to help us succeed together. You need the power of communication to connect to us, to build relationships with us, and to have loyalty with us. You can't talk about us unless you talk to us. You can't talk down to us. We will not allow it. It's unacceptable. And we ain't going nowhere. And you don't speak for us. Now, Tammy Duckworth, senator, I believe she's a senator, she speaks for us. And they attacked her for getting her disability and tax exemption. They attacked her years ago, and she didn't back down. And I remember I did a video on it. Respect for her and her service. Now, I want to ask you, did we answer the question? Why are highly decorated combat veterans speaking against VA disability compensation? Did we answer the question, yes or no? Let us know. Gage said Senator Duckworth wrong. Yes, he did. Telling that woman straight out she was wrong. What an idiot. That's how arrogant he is. He said, I was in the hospital same time she is, but you ain't on her level, partner. You ain't got a third, you ain't got a 10% of the character that she got. And to be honest with you, I ain't hear nothing really came out of his mouth that sounds sincere, to be honest with you. Did we answer the question tonight, family? Did we answer why these super soldiers are trying to talk against our VA disability? Let us know, family. Let us know, yes or no. Did we answer the question? Jay Oliver say, yes, we answered the question. And Jay Oliver was telling it was Tammy, and he said, who's Dougie? I hope you know who Dougie is now. Let me know, I'll tell you again. Jay Oliver say we answered the question. Farm Girl Rebel say we answered the question. Coasty says we answered the question. And then Charles say, yes, answered. Family, let me know if I answered. If not, we'll make sure it's clear. Say, yeah, H-Town, yes, you did, and great details. Family, did I break it down in a way that no other YouTuber can do? Now, listen, I love my other YouTube brothers, but I we got to be a little competitive, man. They keep me up on my game. I hear a lot of good stuff from them. I ain't gonna lie. What I don't agree with, I'll say it, if it's something that's gonna affect the veteran family, but I don't get nitpicky with people. When they doing stuff that's gonna hurt us, like talking about fast, easy, quick, we can't do all that. Now listen, we say, Farm Girl Rebel dropping truth bombs again. Bomb bay doors are open. Yes, indeed. All y'all was dropping. Farm Girl dropped some. Charleston dropped some. Man, y'all was at it. But Farm Girl was on fire tonight. Y'all saw that picture? Look, her and her husband. Cause I told her, I say you, cause she sounded like she a black woman, and she said, "Nah." She said, "I'm lily white," but she from Louisiana. So, when I asked her, "Are you Cajun? Are you Creole?" Cause Creole mixed with black. She said she both. So she got some black blood in her. Well, I got white blood in me. We all mixed this business since them days. Now, Gary Walker say, right. I'm having fun with this here. I love y'all tonight. Look, Jay Oliver says, Farm Girl Rebel, you get a 341 for excellence. Oh, Lieutenant Gade would be mad for you doing that. Lieutenant Colonel Gade. Farm Girl say, LOL, I've been distracted cooking dinner. What you cooking tonight, sister? Woo Jay. Y'all cooking up tonight. See, family, we can talk serious stuff and still have fun. I can boil shrimp and fuss. Oh, boy. Family, if this information has been informative, please smash that like button. We want to win your likes. And if you think this information is good enough, pass it on to others. Okay? And subscribe if we want to win your subscription. I want y'all to know something. Now, while the videos may some of them get 100, some of them get 300, 400 views, that ain't just the videos getting the views. I'm getting views from all my old videos. Thank y'all for watching them. Let me tell you something. I'm getting within 2 days, I might get 300-400 views, 200 a day. Sometime it got up to 700 in 2 days, 800. I've had it where it's been up to 1,000 in 1 day. It depends on the video. So family, we trying to keep it consistent. You understand? So listen what she's saying. She say nothing great, just beef gravy over mashed potatoes, over toast. You trying to make somebody hungry. We have 18 likes and 12 watching. Thank y'all for watching us. Then we have Farm Girl Rebel said green beans and cornbread. He said, y'all say 100%. Family, y'all are so amazing here. Y'all are so amazing. We're not going over no VA law. We will be going over that starting next week. Veteran news. Family, we're going to probably put a little bit out there. One, here's the new pay chart. It's effective December 1st, but you're not going to see it until the January 1st paycheck. Some of us get it at the end of December. And then Betty say, Farm Girl, now that's just mean. You know I still can't eat that. You know what I messed up and did one time? My niece had her wisdom teeth pulled, and I cooked steaks. And I feel bad because me and my daughters, I said, you want one? My niece, I can't eat it. She was mad, boy. She ain't never forgave me for that. I cooked her one, but she couldn't eat it. I shouldn't have done that. I paid for that. She told me about that 3 days ago. I ain't never do that again. I made up for it. Sorry, Betty. Family, but this is the new pay chart that's coming out. If you have 100%, you're gonna start. It's gonna be almost 4,000 just for veteran alone. Blender, okay. Geography, yes, indeed. Now, family, thank you. All right, fair use. I don't think I'm showing any videos, and we won't. I'm gonna look for that, Jay Oliver, what you sent to me. But I did want to go over. I'm gonna go over some of the other stuff. I ain't gonna go over. Charleston sent me something too. I want to know who sent me this. I think Charleston sent me this. Let me see. And this just an article dealing with the points. Share image. Oh, okay. I guess it won't come up like that. Let me see if I'm doing it right. Okay, I got to pull it like this. What does it say as? God, let me see. Gee. I don't know. Oh, it won't come up like that. I don't know how to put it up, Charleston. And I pulled up other stuff like this, so I don't know why it's not coming up. This is interesting. Let me see, fam. Nah, I can't find it. So I'll do it next time, family. Family, y'all been so incredible here tonight. I do want to ask y'all, what do you, y'all talking, let me see what y'all got in here. Joseph say, Farm Girl's making me hungry. That's what, whenever they talk about, all I'm cooking is a little this and that. But then they got everybody's stomach growling. Now, Farm Girl say, Betty, you are going to be losing weight over Thanksgiving. That sucks. Y'all a mess. And wherever you at, Bionic Woman and Alaskan Ice, we love you. Rose City D, Benny was in last time. Major Boomer, thank God, we love y'all. You understand? Betty said, yes, I am losing weight. And even for Thanksgiving, I lost a total of 47 pounds. Everybody show love to our sister for losing 47 pounds. And we want you to stay healthy too, because when you're losing that much weight, we just want you to be safe with that, okay? About our channel. Family, let me get these chats out the way. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, way to go. That is impressive. I'm buckling down here soon. Want to drop some pounds before spring. Give my horse a break. I hear you. Now, are your children and grandchildren coming down for Thanksgiving or Christmas, sister? Even I think you have a daughter there, Betty Bobs, or anybody else, but Farm Girl Rebel, anybody coming down, or you going to them? Gary Walker, or this is an off year. Gary Walker says, what we are seeing is the flavor of the month concerning veteran issues and benefits. Yeah, what they gonna do when they're no longer the flavor of the month, though? Now, Charleston say, it was the PDF, it's on YT, okay, YouTube. So about 10% of veteran preferences for federal jobs, 30% disabled veteran. Yeah, so I had it, I looked over it, but I want to pull it up for everybody else to see it. Yeah, I ain't want to just talk about it. Now, I got it saved to my computer, but I'm gonna make sure I can have function next time. Gary Walker said, veteran is a veteran even when they bought and paid for, with butter biscuits, they still a veteran. So listen what Farm Girl Rebel says. Yep, house full of men, one daughter in-law, and 2 grandsons. So it's gonna be your husband, your son, your son and your grandsons. It's gonna be you and your you and your daughter-in-law. Now, how is it when it's a house? Because I always wonder when people have like all these boys, it's crazy. Because we tell stuff. We'll go hop on horses. You got to watch them. They hop on. We'll hop on them. Dougie is on a milk carton doing all this anti-veteran chatter in Congress. Shouldn't he be checking them? When they call him, he should say, I want to come speak to you now. Farm Girl Rebel say, not that easy. We have 5 boys, all grown now. Okay. JR will say 47 pounds. Wow. That is awesome. Yes. Now listen, Charleston say, where is Ilmo? Pastor Dougie, where is he? Have you seen him? Come on, fam. Now listen, Betty Bob says, Farm Girl Rebel in H-Town, you that was from that gallbladder, okay, after the removal, I'm not feeling like eating the days after the surgery. My son and my daughter, my son and my granddaughter is coming. That's good. And you ought to see if the VA can get you somebody to help you while you're at home. So with our channel, for those that watching this live or recorded and you're new to the channel, Our mission here is to be informative, to actually give you information that can help you as a veteran. All right? Interactive, respectful, protective, transparent. I'm real about everything because I don't want y'all to, I don't fake. Oh, I'm some war hero and I never had a meltdown and all this. I told y'all that I froze at that first battle. I ain't lying. Thank God we wasn't the ones engaging the enemy at the time. Who knows what had happened if I would have froze? God had it where I just got to watch, but I kind of froze, even though we were just watching. And I just had never been through nothing like that. I don't know what else to tell you. So you didn't look, let's see. Let's see what I gotta. Y'all just say interesting statements. So Farm Girl Rebel say, so you didn't want to lose weight. That sucks worse. Keep an eye on your temperatures, your temps, your appetite should be returning. Keep an eye on squeeze, banding, chest, pain too. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Go to the ER if that happens. Trust me. See, that's giving each other real advice, and we thank God for that, We thank y'all for being supportive of each other. What's good? Anybody know a home remedy that's good for acid reflux? Farm Girl Rebel, my temperature is 98.5. Now, family, here's our regular scheduled live streams will be on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central. Night is Sunday. And we some have impromptu live streams on Tuesday. I'm going to do my best to do as many as I can so we have at least 3 a week. Now, listen what Jay Oliver said. That is why there's more than one tank. You cover each other. Yeah. Because sometimes people just, let me tell you something. Sometimes people lose family members while we over there. So they were functional, but they're not functional now because they lost a family member or having, one guy called home and some other dude answered his phone talking about he was in love with his wife. He was an excellent sergeant, but could we have him handling the main gun anymore? Huh? We hugged him and disarmed him until he was able to cool down. He was able to get that worked out. He talked and man, that was a heavy thing. He couldn't go nowhere in the middle of the desert. That's some wild stuff, man. But we hugged while I'm hugging him. I'm bear hugging him. Man, I love you, man. The other guy taking that 45 off his side because I don't want him to crash out. Man, some crazy stuff over there. Y'all man, the military is a wild place, man. That's why we got to be there for each other. Farm Girl Rebel say, that's not the whole pic. That banning is the big one, yes. Teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Josie says, when you're dealing with that acid reflux. Good one. Now, I'm going to keep off both of those because y'all talking to each other, and I'm going to let y'all do y'all private talk on that, okay? Now, listen what Gary says. Waste, fraud, and abuse, and perverse. Notice all of the anti-veteran, anti-federal employees, anti-VA, etc. since January 2025. Notice the timing. Wonder why. Do you think this is a ruse? Do you think it's to take problems off of what the president's going through with these Epstein files? Do you think Congress is trying to take heat off themselves? Let us know. If you would like to contact us, family, here is our email address at the bottom, our YouTube handle, and our ways you can donate with our Cash App and PayPal. Coming soon, family. We're going to be talking about secondary service connection and the power of it. Whenever you put ad symbols, for those you want to put private messages, put an ad symbol and I won't pull it up. And even if, you know, if y'all talking back and forth, there's one app symbol, I ain't going to pull it up because I'm going to show y'all respect. I'm learning how to do that. We're going to put, the VA has the whole person theory, and we're going to talk about that. That's why they come up with that crazy VA math. We're going to break that down. Ain't that good? We're going to put theory into practice. Family, like how I said that, how I tied that in. I'm stroking my own ego, right? New releases, family. Our latest release is dealing with trying to give us the VA baiting switch, take our 100% and take us to full-time work. And we break that down. That video got over 250 views. It's doing good. And remember, we have live streams. Now listen to what they're saying. I like what the brother's saying now. Gary Walker says, anti-SNAP, anti-affordable health care, anti-Medicare, anti-Medicaid and Medicare, I guess, anti-Social Security, and etc. Wonder how and why. Anti-veteran benefits, because they treat it like we get welfare. Am I right? Now, Josie said, I took a herb that dissolved my gallstones, but can't remember the name of the herb. Now, hold on. Did it take your memory too, Josie? You said, did it take your memory? I'm messing with you, but thank God you was able to do that. If you remember, please let somebody know. Ain't that something? Do you remember where you got it from? Let us know, Josie. You ain't got to stress over it. And this one here, when we was talking about how our benefits having us stand out and make feel like we're the black sheep of the American family. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I know I said something crazy. Oh man, I forgot what I said. I know it's crazy. I'm sorry, man. Now I don't remember what I said, so I know it was some. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I apologize. Holistic medication dose should be instituted. Yeah, but the people on this over it, they don't like doctors talking about it. Oh, yeah, that memory. Yeah, I joked on you. So you asked if it took my memory. Okay, now I remember. Now I know what I'm apologizing for. I apologize, brother. I took a little dig right there. I couldn't let that one slide because you said I don't remember it. I'm sorry, brother. See, look at me cutting up. And this one is every veteran that's disabled needs to see this, or a veteran that's applying for their disability. Know the work limits based on your VA disability percentage. Ain't that a little cute little boy? Ain't that a cute little boy? He looking at he trying to function in that work environment. That's how we feel sometimes after we get out the military. Oh, listen, Lieutenant Gay talk about no junk disabilities. Then there are perverse incentives. That's what the one of the leaders of Veteran of Foreign War said. For you to get your 100% incentives for VA, CHAM VA, and Chapter 35 educational benefits, he called them perverse incentives. Also, the offset for military retirement, call it bad policy. So why somebody that's a VSO talking against our benefits? Come on now, fam. Go check this live stream out. And this where Lieutenant Colonel Gade retired, want to cancel ratings from 0 to 60% that will take out at least 40%, 45% of veterans. Now, family, I'm going to let y'all chat. and open up the conversation. Y'all can chat with each other and we can hear from you. Let us know. See, they helping each other out in their fam. Yes, indeed. Any questions, comments, or concerns, anything y'all want to say to each other, go ahead and do it. But I want to know a question. What is the weather where you at? Snowing, raining, hot, cold, windy? And what is the temperature where you at? Now, the temperature where I'm at here outside of Houston. Now, is any of the information that I put out other than the temperature? I want to know, what did you learn here? Did I open you up to something? I learned some things from y'all. Did I say something that you learned from? We definitely gonna go over that. Yes, indeed. Now, H-Town, your archive videos are very helpful and informative. Thank you. Please go back and watch the videos and live streams. Please help get them views up, because every video I talk about a different topic. I don't be, hey, come here, 100% easy. I tell you about different parts of the VA system. That's why a lot of times I could just go back over video, because I've been predicting some of the stuff that happened. Thank you, Gary Walker. If they get rid of, let's see what our brothers say, if they get rid of 30% up to 60%, how do you get that federal job preference rating points? You don't. That's the whole point. They trying to act like they just getting rid of one thing, but it's going to have a domino effect on other things. State benefits that are tied to your percentage, gone. You get an interest rate reduction here in Texas if you buy land through the Texas Veteran Land Board. Well, if you're not a disabled veteran, you don't get that percentage reduction on the loan. Gone. Tax exemption on your homes. Gone. Huh? Once your wife realized you ain't or husband realized you ain't a disabled veteran no more. Uh-oh. I ain't gonna say that. Jay Oliver says 70% clear there in Louisiana. Then Farm Girl Rebel says 41% in clear in Minnesota. Then we have Gary Walker say, what's for Thanksgiving dinner? H-Town, I'm planning on cooking a brisket. I ain't gonna cook no turkey. I bought them turkey at the soul food joint down here at Just Oxtails on Reed Road. That's my veteran brother, so I do give him a plug. Thanks. They talking. I say thanks, Farm Girl Rebel. Thank you so much for your prayers. I will tell H-Town. Okay, y'all tell me. I don't know what y'all talking about, because I couldn't pull it up because it's a private conversation. Now look, in Northeast Texas, up there. Are you in Texarkana? Huh? Are you up there from where Artie Murphy from? Is it Kings, Texas? He from? Artie Murphy from Texas. Did you know that? He was a Texan. Proud of that. Tuber says 47 clear in East Texas. Betty Bob say 43 degrees in Maryland. Farm Girl Rebel said, thank you, Betty. Okay. Yeah, we'll work that out. No problem. I'll get y'all together, okay? We working it out, fam. We got them trolls worked out. We'll talk about it. Get with me, one of y'all. I was just working on them trolls back then. Keep it peaceful. Don't do nothing to make me regret it, all right? All right, now Gary Walker says, does anyone else have a little anxiety with holiday gatherings? I do. I'm alone with that. Am I alone with that? No, you're not alone. I get anxious. I don't know why though. I don't know why. H-Town, I will tell you how her ER visit went. Okay. How my ER visit? Yeah, tell me, but I'll talk to you behind the scenes. I get with you about Farm Grill. Okay. Uh, Josie, how was the road down at J. Oliver? Are you drinking? Farm Grill say, H Town Nuts, you are welcome to give. Yeah, I had no problem doing that. Yeah, no, with the trolls, I had just cut it out because of the trolls. So we get. I think I have it. And I can pull it up. All right, no problem. We're gonna work it out. I like y'all talking to each other. It's just the trolls were horrible in here. They were using it to try to undermine my channel, but I have no problem with y'all communicating. Y'all. I just had to put a rule in for a while there, but we just if it becomes an issue, we going back to it. But we good now, for now. I'm glad I have solid people in here, because some of y'all know each other from other channels and stuff. Some of the people know me from other channels. Some of them know my name and everything. I meant that was 3 different states. Okay, Jay. I get sad, anxious holidays. How do y'all respond to the holidays? Let us know. Let us know. How do you feel about Christmas and Thanksgiving? I'm mostly indifferent now. Yeah, he say, Farm Girl Rebel say, I'm sorry, Charleston. I get it sometimes. For me, anyway, the memories really hit hard. It hits me hard because all my elders are gone. The people that I shared memories with, they're gone. I didn't realize it, they're gone. Man, they gone. So I had a whole world that was so wonderful, and I didn't know. And I just could go to people's house, eat from house to house. I felt comfortable. I could relax. I didn't have to worry about people stabbing me in the back. I was around people that loved me, that knew me since a baby when my mother was pregnant with me. Man. But I got my daughter and my niece, thank God for that. Jay Oliver say, I wish they had the community that I had growing up, though. I hate that they missed that. They didn't. Well, they saw it somewhat with my aunt before she passed. Josie, no, I had meds, no drinking. Okay. Listen to what Joe say. Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas. I hear you. Yeah. Jay Oliver says, I may ask my nephew to go sing carols with me. Okay. And Farm Girl and what's the name? Farm Girl and what's your name? Come on, Farm Girl and what's your name? Farm Girl and Better Bobs. I'll do that tomorrow. Give me some time. I'm tired, but I'll definitely do that when I'm fresh tomorrow. Self-disclosure is good when appropriate, H-Town. We appreciate you sharing. Sharing is caring. Yeah. Because man, like I say, I froze, but at that time, I don't know if I was in shock more than anything, when I froze. But I was scared the other time, but I didn't let other people know. Yeah, it was just happening so fast. Stuff happens so fast. And people don't realize you're not really in no combat situations are very rare. Most of my military service was uneventful. Most of the time we was over in Desert Storm, we were doing nothing. See, people don't tell you that. Oh boy. Look, this is what Charleston say. We got you, H-Town. You cheer me up. Why did I cheer you up, Charleston? My crazy stories. I want to have some exciting war stories like Lieutenant Colonel Gade. I don't have none of that. He's just like this super war hero and everything. I was on tanks. I don't remember being, that stuff happened. But man, he's the best thing since sliced cheese. Let them tell it. Now, Betty Bob say, thank you, H-Town. I just invited my son and granddaughter, and that's all I can tolerate. See, that's what happens. We tend not to want a whole bunch of people over house. So y'all don't really, do you really invite extended family anymore? Even one of my husband and son will cook. Okay. Either one of them. My granddaughter is 25, so I'm good. Now, isn't your son retired out the military or the Marines? Farm Girl Rebel say, I enjoy them, my husband, and I don't exchange gifts. Okay, that's interesting. That takes a load off. I just buy for the grandbabies and give certificates to adults. Unless less stressful. Yes, indeed. I like it like that too. Great idea. Gary Walks H-Town. Are you taking the week off after today? Holiday this week? Yes, I might, but I might come on and say hi Thanksgiving, but not hold you. I love y'all. H-Town, my son is a retired Marine. Now, I remembered right, didn't I? Family, you see how the energy that we bringing up in here now? H-Town wasn't trying to be mean. Yeah, I was banning people, but they were trying to undermine my channel. I know some of y'all got good hearts. Just, like I say, keep it cool. I'm a kind person, but I'm not no sucker. I don't miss nothing. Well, I this from a guy that forgets the question he just asked. Wow, I don't miss nothing. Apparently, I missed some things. I forget now. What did I just ask y'all? Y'all start answering. Now, what was that? Family, I really enjoyed y'all tonight. Family. Any last statements, comments, concerns? Something y'all want to say to each other? I really enjoyed this tonight. So let's say our final goodbyes, family. You can make a final goodbyes, a final comment about this super soldier syndrome. What do y'all think? Have y'all ever heard the term super soldier syndrome? Have you ever heard that before? I just came up with it. So have you ever heard it? Let me know. I got to put my socks on, family. I've been sitting there with no socks on. Joseph say, no such thing as retired Marine or former Marine. He's a Marine. They don't ever stop being Marines. Everybody show love to the fam. Good night, family. Like the live. What do y'all liked about the live tonight? What do you like about the information that I put out? Before you leave, I really want some feedback. What did y'all like about the way? Do you think the information was informative? What do y'all think about the live tonight? Let us know. Because we went over it tonight. And let me tell you what I mean by that. This information right here. What y'all think about it? H-Town come up with this in his mind based on my experiences, based on what my knowledge about the military and the political parts of how politics is infused into our military service. What do y'all think about this? Oh, y'all see, I'm starting to use my educational voice now. Oh, Lord. Now, listen to what sister say. H-Town, thanks so much for the evening with such good information. Family have a happy holiday. Now, H-Town, the quote says, the days are long, but the years are short. 2025 has felt like this. It was short. Super Soldier, I have H-Town sci-fi movie. I got Super Soldier from a video game, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. However, I put super soldier syndrome. I added the syndrome onto it. That's like a German thing where they made this soldier. They put him together with robotic parts and human parts. That's super soldier. JR would say it was informative and humorous at points. Humor me a lot. Y'all look at that picture of Farm Girl Rebel. I'm trying to peep it out, her and her husband. Look at her. They got their cowboy outfit on. Now hold on. Are you married to a movie star? Y'all look like y'all actors. Real cowboy people. Look like you're in the snow. Now listen to what Mott says. 54 says, thank you, H-Town. Program was organized and stayed on point while having a good time. Huh? I can boil shrimp and fuss. Shout out to Mystical. Louisiana boy. Betty Boss said, Charleston, have happy holidays. Yeah, happy holidays to all. Happy holidays. If y'all we don't see y'all, happy holidays, okay? Happy holidays. Now listen what Sister Farm Girl Rebel says. We're still under 3 hours, between 2.5 and 3 hours. We got about 3 minutes. Let's do it. I like the points you bring up, H-Town, and reading everyone's replies and ideas. It is very interactive. Most interactions I typically have all day. See, what we got to do that because what you think is important. We don't get to talk to people all the time. You get to talk to the farm animals, right? Farm Girl Rebel say holidays, happy holidays, happy holiday. Everybody wished everybody happy holiday yet? Huh? Let me put these socks on while y'all wish you happy holidays and say your final goodbye. Okay, my sister says, H-Town and family have a beautiful week and peaceful holidays. Same to you. Wish you great holidays, Thanksgiving. For you, Betty Bob, and also to Farm Girl Rebel. And says, you too, Charleston. Charleston say, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, family and shipmates. And to Brother Charleston, thank you for the input, the information. We'll get to it next time. Gotta watch some of those VSOs. Well, guess what, brother? Brother Jay Oliver, he showed how much they make. He broke it down, and I'm gonna be putting that into most likely a slideshow. He provided all the information. And I give him full credit for it. Thank you for being so, man, y'all are organized too. And thank you, Gary, my brother, for all that you do and for when you're able to make it back. Then for 54, Mod 54, thank you so much. Jay Oliver, thank you for the input, the information that's going to help that slideshow and all you do, the positive things. And of course, Brother Charleston, I think I said you. Thank you so much. Oh, family, y'all just made my night. I'm looking up here trying to find Vin Olive. Family, I'm trying to find the family. I don't want to miss nobody. Just want to thank you for being so kind, respectful, supportive. Josie, thank you for your interaction, support, kindness. I know these have been a long time. You haven't seen them in a while, but they come back through, and that's what we need. When they're able to make it, we glad you're here. Huh? We'll be sitting on the porch with a light on for you. Come on now. Let me see what we got here. Try not to Coasty, our Coast Guard member family. You hear me? Come on now. Always supported. We got somebody from all the branches, fam. Crimson Alumni 4, thank you for your input, support, kindness, and respect. Family, when I'm doing this, y'all start leaving, then y'all come right back. What y'all be up to? Y'all think y'all gonna keep me up all night? We just made over 3 hours, so we gotta cut it short when I get through here. Make sure I ain't missed nobody, because I'm looking for Vin Olive, because I know Vin Olive was in there. I know sometimes y'all come out in and out because we in there so long. I think I just saw Vin Olive. Well, I just saw Vin Olive. Oh boy, I just saw. I'm looking. There you are, Vin Olive, Army, Alabama. Yes, indeed. Thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting, supporting our longtime listener. Huh? Sometimes people don't come for a while, but they come back. Thank y'all. And we got nothing but love for you here. Support, encouragement. This is who we are. There's no fakeness to this. Benny was in here early. Yes, Benny was here today. Benny, see, I thought he was here last time. Y'all see how bad my memory is? I'm gonna have to restart recording what I say. And our brother was in there early, Harbor Bala, and he been around since kind of the beginning. He's came in before, asked me about, the topic for tonight. He did that like 3 or 4 hours early in the morning. So family, I just want to say how incredible y'all are, how supportive y'all are, how kind y'all are. Yes, indeed. What are those? I want to say what they're, let's see. Got to watch some of those VSOs. That's why I stopped there. Yes, indeed. Okay, they talking to each other. Happy Thanksgiving to the family. Yes, indeed. My 54. And then Farm Girl say, Thanksgiving night, I watch It a Wonderful Life. Yeah, I love A Wonderful Life. You watch that movie. That's just such a good movie. On Christmas, do you watch what's that one with Mr. Scrooge? What's that called? What's Mr. and A Christmas Story? Joseph said, Thanksgiving, everybody. Yes. What's this here right here? Oh, turkey. That's turkeys. I had to look and let me look and see what that is. Those are turkeys. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make this full screen. Cause I'm trying to see what I can't do it full screen. Say Farm Girl Rebel favorite Christmas movie, Buffalo Bill won't come out tonight. Oh, look. Oh, Vin Odyssey, I'm here. I know you be sitting back listening. And then Betty Bob say 19 likes and 10 watching. Family, we're going to go ahead and close out. Vin, I thank you. I just had to know, and I appreciate, I know you come in and out, but you like sitting and listening, but I'm letting you know y'all are important. The reason we come up with such quality information is that we can be informed, and that stimulates the quality information that you give back to the H-Town vet. So when we have to be prepared to defend our benefits, if they attack me, they can't stop you. We'll all be on code. We're not letting them separate us by a branch of service, our gender, even sexual orientation. I don't care what your thing is. We identify as veterans first. If you identify as something else first, if you're a man first or a woman first when it comes here, talking about when it comes here. Right now, we're veterans first, because that's why I set it up. Now, I'm proud to be a black man in the real world. I'm black first, But when I come here, I'm veteran first because I set this up as a channel where veterans can feel comfortable. Yes, indeed. Let me know what. See, people think it be faking, but I have memory problems in family. I forget what I just said. I'm not faking it. It kind of makes me nervous because I don't want to lose my memory. So that's why I started putting the questions. You saw when I got to each one, I had to put the question up because I'd be forgetting what I wrote. And I wrote all this out. I thought all this up, but then I forget what the question to ask when I go to the next number. That's why I started putting it out where I can remember. Now, I sometimes I lose my keys, but I'm pretty good. I got to stay focused. I don't just forget it. Now, listen what Charleston say. We all veterans, no matter era or branch or gender, all serve our Constitution and flag. Yes, indeed. Guess what? We not no Benedict Arnolds, are we? I feel bad saying that because Benedict Arnold, he played a pivotal role in this country before he became a traitor. So how do we reconcile that? Somebody help me out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like one of my favorite top 5 baseball players is Pete Rose. If he's not in my top 3, you can't do without Barry Bonds and Satchel Paige and a few more. But man, he got caught gambling and they wouldn't even let him into the Hall of Fame until after he passed. Nobody hit more balls than Pete Rose. But I digress. Listen, Chris McCarroll has Scrooge. Okay. I'm gonna have to watch that. Gary Walker say PTSD and memory loss have a bidirectional relationship. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up, and next time you have to explain that to me, because I wonder. It just makes me kind of nervous. I don't want to forget too much. Look, I got knowledge. I'm putting out good knowledge, but I forget what I did. I forget the title of the thing, and I'm the one come up with it. I sit in my brain, I just come up with this stuff, and I be saying, "Oh, this is good information." Then I forgot what the last live stream was. So I have a serious short-term memory problem. Well, that's part of my symptoms. Okay, right, Charleston. Let's say I can relate to that, H-Town. Yes, Gary. Yes, indeed. Family, we did it tonight. Thank y'all. We at 3 hours and 18 minutes. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for being here. Y'all have been so incredible, kind, and family, we are growing because we're growing in power, respect, and we're not allowing anybody to overshadow our service or our benefits. So I thank you for being so incredible, kind. Look out to see if you're able to come on. Click on the notifications. Maybe here for a minute on Thursday just to say hi. No information other than to tell you that I hope you're doing well with your family. So until next time, family, take care, and we will talk and see you on the next live stream. And get with me and look for tomorrow, Betty Bob's, for me to see that email dealing with our sister, Farm Girl Rebel. And good night.